Taylor Watch.
Welcome back to another episode of Taylor Watch. Happy Thursday. Almost the weekend.
Happy
it's
Thursday.
Almost time to party.
Ooh.
Woo!
Yeah, let's get it going. Okay.
I am still on that iced shaken espresso grind.
Oh man, I think I gotta get on that grind
It's
too.
my new. But I have to. I've now timed it out where like I have to have it at a certain time because if we record right after I've had it, I'm a little too much. But if it's been a couple hours, like now, I'm just
Some
the
food
right
in your
amount of energy.
system.
A little bit of food, a little bit of something.
Ooh, a
Add
little bit of
Chipotle as
Pink
well.
Whitney.
A little bit of Pink Whitney, perhaps.
Possibly.
Perhaps a cocktail in the afternoon. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Our bestie, Pink Whitney, always our bestie. Number one in our hearts, number one on the pods. Pink lemonade flavored vodka, the number one drink on the rocks, number one mixer, number one summer drink, girly drink, casual drink. Pour yourself a glass when you get home from work. Enjoy yourself. Pink Whitney. Thank you to Pink Whitney always for being the number one bestie on the podcast.
Yes, of course. Just like Kelly said, there are so many different ways to drink Pink Whitney, and every single way is delicious. We love the big boys, the 20 shot buckets, to be the coolest person at the party rolling up. And yeah, we have some movement on the Pink Whitney party, which is very exciting. So
people are excited. Yes. We finally heard back. Party is still a go. It seems we may now have a location.
We may have a
well,
location,
which means next will be a date.
Yes.
So
slowly but surely.
Prepare yourselves. I know we are edging into May. We're going to try to find a date that works for everybody. That's not too too close, so people have a little of time to plan, and we will keep you guys abreast on that situation.
Yes.
But best believe the party is going down.
For sure.
Pink Whitney will be flowing. Songs will be sung. Announcements will be made. Who knows? And by that, I just mean us with a microphone. Like, nothing specific.
We will just be announcing everything.
Just making announcements.
Yes.
I'm going to stand up no less than 5 times during the party and say, excuse me, I have an announcement. And then maybe
we'll just
launch
drop
into a Taylor
Reputation
song.
TV or something.
We'll do that ourselves.
On our own.
We should, Gio, we should really do that. We should each come up with our own, like, how we're dropping Reputation Taylor's. Like, we should have Reputation Taylor's version drop twice.
Yeah.
In the night.
And
we each think of our own way of, like, how we're dropping it.
That'd be funny.
I think it might be hilarious. Just keep it in the back of our brains.
Great ideas. So up until the Pink Whitney party, make sure you guys are drinking your Pink Whitney, enjoying it like we are. So make sure you're taking your shot with Pink Whitney.
Woo, love it. Grab yourself a 20-shot bucket on the way to your friend's house this weekend. Not a lot going on the Taylor front. Taylor is still chin-chilling wherever she is. Happy for her. Love that. Travis is, holding up his end of the deal by being the guy on the Chiefs and the guy on the screen.
Yep.
He's, he's doing stuff with Donna. Donna's on the podcast this week, New Heights. He's going to Tight End U. We'll talk about that a little bit. We've got, Met Gala after party photos and stories a little bit, namely Sabrina Carpenter. We have some Tay praise from some country queens.
Yep.
And the most exciting thing that I'm trying to hear about right now is Gia's experience at the Spotify early listening party for Miley Cyrus's new album. Holy fuck. How was it? I saw your TikTok, so I know that you had the time of your life. I know it was amazing.
Yeah.
But please tell us, start to finish, like, how was it? What happened? I've never been to like a listening party, so I have no idea.
This was my first time too, and for Jessica's first time as well.
So exciting.
So it was also, I'm happy because there was also like a section for like the fans, so like the Spotify like top listeners and stuff.
Oh, cool.
So they had some diehard fans, and then they had like some influencers and stuff. I saw Cameron from The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Cameron. Oh my god.
The girl that played Karen in the new Mean Girls movie. I'm forgetting her name right now, but she's gorgeous. They're dating actually.
Cameron and Karen?
Yeah. Cameron and Karen?
Cam and Can?
Yes.
Can and Care, I should say,
Care.
actually. Wait, shoot. Who? Oh my God. I love her.
Yeah, she's like gorgeous long blonde hair. Dark, like she
does the song that I love, the Halloween song.
Yes.
I love that song. She's got the big boobs, obviously.
Yeah, she's huge boobs. Yeah,
love
she's
her.
gorgeous.
Oh, man, I can't remember her name either.
Who else did I see? I saw that girl from Too Hot to Handle, Georgia Hazarati.
Oh, yeah, people love her.
Yeah.
I don't know her very well, but people like her a lot.
And then the guy that Harry Daniels, we were texting about him,
Yes.
saw him. I said to him, I love your work.
So Harry Daniels is the guy, if you guys aren't as chronically online as we are, he's the guy who like goes up to celebrities everywhere, no matter what, and just starts like singing at them. It's honestly very awkward, but now I think he's done it so many times that people expect what it is, and they just kind of let him do his thing, and they either are cool about it or weird about it. And Miley was very cool about it.
She was very cool about it. If I'm not mistaken, some of them are definitely like pre-planned.
I'm sure.
I think they told Miley like
Kamala?
this guy's exactly.
Kamala's was pre-planned,
Like I think they told Miley like this guy's going to be like, oh, can I sing for you, whatever. And then I saw a couple of TikTok people that I liked. So it was a mix of people.
Love that.
The girl who actually co-hosted Francesca's show, I'm forgetting her name right now, but she's so sweet. She was just the host of Chicks and
the People girl.
Yes.
Oh,
Melissa?
Maybe?
No, hold on. Let me find her name. She's really sweet. And she was so funny.
She seems cool. I wish I had met her when she was here.
Yeah, she was really.
The new editor, the new like PR or editor in chief, whatever, right?
No. She, oh God, I honestly like. She's like an influencer-esque type of person.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
How the hell do I see like who's tagged in pictures and stuff on fucking Instagram anymore?
Oh yeah, I don't even know. Well,
also,
maybe
like,
on Chicks in the Office.
I know Chicks in the Office has so much going on now.
I know they have so many. Right, because this was last week she was on, right?
Yeah, wait, let me go to Miley's thing because I think Miley reposted her video too.
Oh, good.
Because it's gonna annoy me.
I'll scroll on Chicks in the Office feed for now.
It's gonna annoy me that I can't remember her name, and I feel bad.
The blonde girl
really
or the brunette?
Brunette.
The brunette. Her name is. Oh no, fuck.
I know. Like, why can't I just like somebody find her name?
I know.
Her name.
What's your name? All right, here's me.
Where is she? Oh, here she is. Abby.
Yes.
She does the whiteboard stuff.
Yeah.
Like the whiteboard videos.
Yes.
Abby. Yeah, she's super sweet. Really cool.
I really like her a lot.
Yeah, so she was there too. So we were hanging out with her the entire time.
Very cool.
It was at a theater, the Metrograph on the Lower East Side.
Awesome.
I was confused on what it was going to be. I thought it was kind of like, Miley would be like, oh, here's this song. Like, we're all going to listen to it together and then like, we'll talk about it. But no, so we all like sat down in the theater. And turns out it was like a full visual album. So like,
how exciting!
Yes, it was.
That's unreal.
He's like, no, like actually, we're gonna watch this.
It reminds me of Lemonade when Lemonade
totally.
dropped.
Yes,
so fun.
So he was like, we're gonna watch. I don't know who he was to Miley, but he was also asking the questions and stuff that people wrote down. Mm-hmm. He came out and he was like, I know everyone's so excited, but like, not only are we gonna get to listen to it, but we're all gonna watch it. Everyone freaked out.
So cool.
So like it started from the prelude and then all the way to the end of the song to the last song, and it was just incredible to watch.
How long would you say?
It was like it felt shorter than I thought it was gonna be. It was like 13 songs, so I'd say like an hour and some change.
Okay.
Like an hour and like 15 minutes maybe.
Amazing.
It was amazing. She looked phenomenal. Like every outfit, this album is like very like costume based. Like she's like using a lot of like designers to go along with like the music, and like she's very focused on like her outfits for everything.
Yeah.
So like, oh God, she just looked phenomenal. Like,
wow,
everything.
I can't wait.
Her dancing was so good. Like everything was so good. There's one part that I won't spoil, but there was one part where literally everyone cheered and stood up from their seats.
Let's go.
Like everyone was like, "Oh my God!"
Chills,
like,
chills. And this is May 30th. It comes out.
May 30th.
Oh my God! How can I wait? How can we wait that long?
I know. So it was so awesome. So that we watched that whole thing. Everyone was just gagged beyond belief, cheering, whatever.
Yeah.
And then she came out.
Ugh.
Oh my God, she just obviously looked amazing. She was so nice.
I'm loving her look right now. I like the hair.
Her look.
I think it really fits with her vibe.
Fits with
right
the vibe.
now.
Definitely fits with the vibe of the album too.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Obsessed with that.
Yeah, and she just looked like she was in like this tight like snake bodycon dress. She looked snatched beyond, and
obsessed.
So I guess like I think people got to like write down questions and then you hand in the paper, but we didn't see that, so like we didn't get to like do that part, which is fine. I didn't really have like any all of my questions were like, the Breakout album like is so good, like what do you think about that like now, but so then the guy who was with her, like, she read the questions and then she answered them. She was super funny, really sweet. Said like the best advice that she got was from Dolly Parton, and it was you do you and I'll do me and we'll both be us.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
For some reason that gave me chills. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it came from Dolly.
Dolly, exactly.
That's great advice too.
No, totally.
Good advice.
Like, don't try to be
fun.
someone you're not. Like, you do you and I'll do me, and then together we'll be us.
Amazing.
So it was quick, like, like 10 minutes-esque. She came out, answered the questions, whatever, and then she left. And then we kind of like waited outside for a second to see if we could get a glimpse of her. There were so many people.
Yeah.
So like I saw her from like pretty far away, and then she like got in the car, and I was like, I love the album.
Wait, I was dying at the video like of you basically in the car with her being like, hey, like
I was like, hey girl, like I love the album, like I love you.
so good. So
I
good.
always get so like
no, you are
out of
you are
pocket with
such a
celebrities.
good, yeah, you do, but in like a funny way. Like you have that thing that I'm personally missing where like I am too like, oh my God, I could never like what if she saw me, like I'm so embarrassed, like she'll never be my friend. Meanwhile, you're like, I'm getting my fucking shot, I'm getting close, and I need Miley to see me waving and know that I love her.
No,
like,
I know.
I wish I had that. Like I wish I thought more like that.
I also just like I grew up such a fangirl that it's hard for me to get out of that.
Well, you
like,
and Fran are both. You're like expert fangirls.
Yeah.
Like you're both
For
so
sure.
good at being fangirls.
Yeah.
And like you know the lines and you know like
the
the
etiquette.
dedication.
Yeah, the dedication.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Francesca said that there was like an epic Jonas Brothers fan there. But he kind of fell off the grid. Like,
Oh, shit.
He hasn't been to most of the Jonas Brothers stuff. So I was like, oh shit, like drama in the Jonas Brothers
Oh my
fangirl
God.
world.
Maybe he was disappointed about Joe and Sophie's breakup.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, weren't we all?
Weren't we all?
But yeah, so, and then like, it got like we got like notebooks and popcorn and like there was
So
candy and we got free shirts and yeah, it was just you guys are going to die when you hear this album.
I
Like
cannot wait.
it's
sound wise. I think you said more similar to like early stuff, or I don't know.
yes,
Sorry, I'm not putting words in your
there
mouth.
were
Can't
like
remember what you said.
there was like one song that really stood out to me. I also probably I don't think I can say the names.
Yeah,
but like,
no.
But
just
also
a
like
generalization.
the
like,
name like flashed up so quick that like I can barely even remember half the names of the songs.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
one song was like sounded like it could be on Can't Be Tamed, the album.
Cool.
One song sounded like very like Madonna-esque.
Ooh, love that.
And I would say
synth, maybe electric
yes,
piano vibes.
a lot of
Okay.
electric piano synth vibes.
Cool.
80s like pop rock vibes for sure.
Awesome.
Like I would say this is like exactly the sound that people have been wanting from her.
Sure. Like
Plastic.
maybe like a Joan Jett, Pat Benatar, like rocker
Yes.
chick. Maybe not all the way rock, but
Yes, like there's still like a lot of pop elements to it, and a lot of like
cool. Like the Go-Go's. That's what
like I would even say
I'm thinking in my head,
I
like
don't know how to-
vacation.
yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but like gay club
Sure, like the
anthems
Renaissance
almost.
album.
Like kind of
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say like EDM esque, like more like Madonna, like
Yeah.
like the 80s pop. Like I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna see this album a lot in the gay clubs and stuff.
Obsessed with that. Well, that's how you know it's good. Well,
Exactly.
She said
She said this is my best album of all time, and it's my gayest.
obsessed. That's I smell a hit.
Yeah, and like there was songs on there where I was like, wow, people are going to die when they hear this.
Wow, I'm so
like,
excited.
so yeah, I mean, from top to bottom, like amazing. And I said this in my video, but like it takes me like a second to really love an album. There's only been like a few that I can count where I've been like, this album's amazing the first time I hear it. Folklore being one of them.
Of course.
But I don't know if it was the helping of the visual elements, but like it just really blew me away. Like I feel like this is exactly what people have been wanting from Miley, and I feel like this is like the sound that that fits her, and it feels like it's really she has like a strong connection with it as well. So I'm just so excited, and people, you guys really should be so excited because
Oh my God.
it's
I really am.
It's going to change the game, I feel like.
I was excited already because I love Miley, but this like hearing that I will be so hype, like that makes me feel hype. Something though that I'm noticing is, and correct me if I'm wrong, so this was like a Spotify event, right?
Yes.
Like technically.
Yeah.
Wasn't Lady Gaga's like fan event preview of her album also like a Spotify thing where she had like real fans?
Yes,
like,
she did like that like
stuff?
Q&A. She did like that like press conference thing.
I think that also was Spotify.
I would think.
And I am loving the idea that there will be, small, highest percentage listeners,
Yes.
maybe a few influencers, whatever, for this in the future for other,
Yeah.
for Taylor.
I
But also
mean-
potentially, because we lose that with Taylor's extreme fame now. You lose that element of being able to do a listener party. What is she calling them? It's escaping me right now.
I would
What do they call
say
it?
listener party, like
But
first
Taylor's like they have a
like
specific
album
name.
release party. Oh, secret session.
Secret
Yeah,
sessions.
yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Thank you. So in my head, right, like we can't. Taylor's too famous now to do secret
Yeah,
sessions.
yeah.
It can't. It just. I'd be shocked if she is ever able to do it
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Like you can't even trust people, whatever. But if we can find a middle ground where she could do something like this, this is exciting. You know what I mean? Like that, of course, you run the risk of leaks and things like that. But they took your
They
phones,
took our phones,
right?
yes.
Yes. They took your phones, and which I think is awesome. But I know that Lady Gaga's also was a big success. Like
Yeah.
that was real fans were there. They were respectful, asking her good questions, analyzing the thing,
questions
and-
were really good. Like someone
Love.
had a question that was like, what's something beautiful that you would tell your younger self?
Oh my god!
Like literally, I was like, I'm gonna start crying.
What did she say?
She was just I like kind of forget, but
Yeah,
something
I'm sure it was lovely.
Her like one of her biggest like points that she was trying to get across, that she was like, I'm tired of trying to be like something that I'm not. Like I just
Yes.
wanted to feel like I'm doing something like for myself, and
Love it.
also like the bad things that happen to you are like good things in the long run. She talked a lot about like how her house burned down.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and she was
oh my
like,
God, I forgot about that.
That actually turned out to be like the biggest blessing of my life.
Wow.
Yeah, she actually mentioned like her house burning down a bunch, and she
well, I'm sure. It's
well, I
like a
mean,
big-
traumatic event, and also like she was
losing
funny because she was like,
everything.
I'm so happy that all the people here are like like real fans, like my we all grew up together, whatever. Like it's so funny because I'll like talk to a fan, I'll be like, oh, like remember when my house burned down? And you guys are like, yes, I remember.
We certainly do.
Yeah. Like she was like, you guys like know
Aw.
everything, so it's like perfect. Like, even though you guys are strangers, like I feel like we all know each other,
Yeah. Oh,
which was very sweet.
it's really kind.
And yeah, it definitely is a great like gauge of how the public is gonna like react
Awesome.
to everything, and like if your real fans love it, then like I feel like it's a good sign.
It's a good sign, and also kind of all that matters. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Especially if you're someone like Miley, like she's a seasoned veteran. Like
This is her 9th studio album.
like she
Crazy.
she is at the point where who cares?
Yeah.
Shut up and take it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Whatever kind of album it is. And I think that there are enough people that are just like fans enough that they'll support it regardless.
Yeah.
But it's exciting though to hear that she herself is like, I'm proud of this album. I made this album for me.
Yeah.
I love it and whatever. Like that to me always shines through on albums when celebs like really love their work,
Something that I thought was interesting was her boyfriend was like a writer credit on like a lot of the songs, and he was like in the whole
Close
thing
enough.
a lot
Welcome
of the
back,
times.
Joe Alwyn.
Yeah, no, literally.
Damn. Okay.
and he was
interesting.
like,
who is he? I don't even know.
his
who
name's
she's-
Max Mirando. He was playing the
Oh.
drums in like some parts, and then like
Yeah.
in some parts he was kind of just like in it. Some parts they were like kissing. Like
Cute.
he seems like
Is he a musician?
yes.
Okay.
So it seems like they have some sort of like maybe like a musical
Like a collaboration,
relationship.
a muse
Yes, it
vibes,
feels
like
he's definitely her muse in some ways.
sure.
Yeah, it's
Listen.
very sweet.
Gia, I'm just waiting to be a muse. I'm right here, ready to be a muse, and no one's. It's like, hello, I'm by the phone.
No,
Call me
it's
up.
like you would think
I'm
that
ready.
someone would make a whole visual album off of
I'm interesting.
my vibes.
People think, oh, she's basic. No, peel back the layers.
Yeah.
I'll give you something to write about
Exactly.
if you're not careful.
I'll give you something
To
to
write
write about. But yeah, it was
Love that song.
a 1,000,000 out of 10 experience. Like I can't believe it. My first ever concert was Miley.
Right.
So it just was a pretty cool full circle moment.
so fun.
So it was awesome. Yeah.
How exciting! Wow, what a lucky thing.
Yeah,
That's
it was
so cool.
it was sweet. It was
Yeah.
really cool.
Wow. But yeah, so like I said, going off that, I do hope that Spotify continues doing these things. I hope that more artists are open and willing to do it. I know it's kind of I would imagine it's very hard to be an artist right now just because of like the fame aspect. Like obviously fame has always been fame, but I feel like being famous now is different than being famous
People
50
have
years
like
ago.
an
it's
insatiable hunger
Yeah.
for famous people. I mean, so
They
do
really
like we
do.
do. Like like it's
Right,
kind
of
of
course.
like
I mean, we got the show. It's
Yeah,
like we can't-
yeah.
We're not throwing stones, but it's more of it's a new world. So how can we make it so everyone kind of gets what they want,
Yeah.
and no one feels like they're too exposed? And I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of celebs what people write about them or talk about them. It's always too much and too personal. But if in a controlled setting where I am showing you my art, hope you like it. Yeah. That to me is, you might as well be going to like an art show or something.
No,
it's
totally.
very, very similar in my opinion. So shout out to Spotify for
shout out, seriously. It was a great event too.
Awesome.
Like seamless.
Feel free to invite us to literally any musical artist. I will go say I love new music. I think it's so fun. I love hearing the reason, and you're right, Gia, being in a place like that makes you appreciate it more because you're obviously primed for it. Like this is a totally different experience that you had for like Midnights, where you were just at another concert. Totally different vibe. You come home, you listen to Midnights, and you're like, what the fuck? This isn't my vibe. At this point, you're like, I'm listening to Miley today. New shit. Exciting surprises. She's there answering questions. Like you can feel the passion that went into it being made because of the environment that you're in.
Exactly.
Which I think is important. It's important to make sure that people still feel that
from
you as an artist, I would think.
I feel like I would have maybe gotten a different vibe if it was just like listening rather than the visual.
Well, now you have this closeness to it, and you'll never forget that. Oh, how exciting. I'm so jealous. Really cool. Really, I'm so jealous.
I'm telling you guys, there's one part. I think she's going to release the whole thing, and...
I'm sure. Well, if the
Yeah.
album comes out, then it'll come out at the same
and
time.
like on the like little poster thing, it says like Tribeca Film Festival 2025.
Ooh.
So like I don't know if it's.
When's
I don't know
that?
if that already happened or
Let's
if
see. Tribeca
that she's gonna premiere it there.
Film Festival 2025, June 4th to the 15th.
Okay, so
so it's like the next week. So all right, the 30th. May 30th is obviously a Friday.
Yeah.
The following Wednesday is when it happens. So so maybe we'll have
maybe
to wait
she's gonna
until
premiere
then.
it on there. But yeah, I mean,
Very cool.
It's sickening to be honest.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yes. Gird your loins.
Literally.
New Miley's on the horizon.
Yep.
Wow. Love that. Fabulous. All right. Well, moving on.
Yes.
Back into the Taylor sphere. We have, like we said before, Taylor is just, snoozing and cruising as she should. Although, to be fair, we did record on a Tuesday and now we're recording on a Wednesday. So it's not fair to say nothing's going on in her life when it's basically only been 24 hours.
Yeah, very true.
So at this point in the week, nothing going on. But Travis is holding down the fort. They had Donna Kelsey on New Heights this week, their Mother's Day special. And from the clips that I saw, it seems like it was a rousing success. Seems like the boys love having their mommy on. And that's that.
It was cute. There was
I'm curious about her on a pod. I only saw clips. I didn't listen fully.
I listened like halfway because I couldn't finish in time.
Yeah.
But there was a few things that stood out to me. Donna pointed out that he like had a tan. She was like, "Oh, you look tan. Like, where have you been?"
Huh.
And
funny, Donna.
Yeah.
Is she listening to the pod?
Donna knew the headlines.
Breaking
Travis
news.
Kelce has a tan.
Travis
And now Donna Kelsey confirms. Travis Kelce has a tan.
Donna
Confirmed
Kelce
by his own mother.
No, for real. I'm going to write a headline later.
No.
Donna Kelsey confirms Travis Kelce is tan. That's like,
she was like, "Where have you been?" Whatever. And he kind of like skirted the question. He was like, "Oh, Mom, I was everywhere. I was everywhere."
She asked, that is hilarious. Okay,
yeah.
Donna.
He said, "I'm everywhere." And then she said, she was like, "Oh, yeah. Like, looks like you guys were having fun."
Obsessed.
So you guys, that means plural.
Feed us, Donna.
Yeah.
Feed us.
Yeah. And then they were talking about
she is A+ at staying in the news.
Oh.
She knew what she was doing with that.
She knows how to.
Yes, girl.
The subliminal messages.
I respect the shit out of it.
Oh,
like,
I loved. Yeah,
I love it.
And then they got a voicemail talking about like, following the girlfriend to college, whatever. So then they got into the topic of like old girlfriends. Donna made a funny joke that like Jason like didn't bring home any girls like when they were young.
Yeah.
And then she like said like, but Travis, and then Travis was kind of like, I didn't like making a joke like I didn't have any girlfriends.
Yeah.
So I thought it was funny. Like,
oh, funny, interesting.
Yeah, that he was like saying like none of his girlfriends like counted before or now.
Wow.
You know
I mean, yeah. Let's hammer that home. So Kayla Nicole can stop bringing up Travis Kelce. Like, dude, she cannot stop. Like,
she's like back in the press. I didn't even click on anything.
Her press was she's sick of being called Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend. But I'm like, girl, no one is calling you that except for yourself. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it.
No one's calling you that. Also, No one's talking about
No
you.
one's talking about you at all. Like, I'm sorry, girl. You haven't made the footprint that you think you have yet. Like, if you want to be this bitch, like, be that bitch. But don't stop bringing this up. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I thought that part little
I actually
tidbit
saw
was
that
interesting.
Jason piece, not the Donna Kelsey version, but I saw that story from Kylie Kelsey's perspective. Kylie Kelsey on her pod said that when she and Jason first started dating, that everyone was so shocked that he brought someone home and that she was normal. Yeah. They were like, oh, she's normal. And so Kylie said, to the point where she was like, is something wrong here?
Yeah,
like, should I run for the hills? Like, what's going on? But that just everyone was so shocked because Jason never brought anybody home.
That's funny.
Isn't that hilarious?
This is the direct quote. It said, Jason, you really didn't bring home a lot of ladies, Donna quipped. You dated, but I didn't know any of them. With Trav, I met one or two. Travis appeared stunned by this revelation, and in a subtle dig at his apparently forgettable exes, he jokingly replied, what? I didn't have any girlfriends. But I also think, like, when you're referring to, relationships in high school and shit, like,
that does not count.
I only consider, like, maybe my senior year of high school boyfriend like an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Because, like, that went on
I
into
feel
college, so, like, but I don't consider, like, my freshman year of high school boyfriend like my ex-boyfriend.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
that's more in, like, a
he's
funny
my
way.
friend.
Like, if I'm bringing up an ex-boyfriend from, like, the middle of high school or whatever, I'm saying it in a joke way. Like,
Yes,
I'm not
exactly.
like, oh, my ex.
Yeah,
Like, I can't run into my ex.
Yeah.
Like, it's certainly not. Relationships aren't real at that point. Like, they feel real, but, unless you married your high school sweetheart. I feel like a lot of people do that more than we think.
I mean, dude, Michigan State was
that.
all people from high school.
I don't know how you do that.
Makes no sense.
So many people in the world.
But yeah, so shout out to Donna for giving us a little
tidbits,
little crumbs to feed
little
on.
Crumbs. She's setting Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
They're the ones who find the crumbs, right?
Yes.
Or is that Goldilocks?
No, Hansel and Gretel. Yeah,
Hansel and Gretel. Yeah. Yes, thank you to Donna for that. So funny. I think it's we said this when they announced that Donna was going to be on this episode leading up to Mother's Day, that it's really sweet that they're having their mom on, but I do like watching them interact with her because I think that they're so respectful of her. You know what I mean? Like, whenever she's talking, like, they can joke with her. They seem all very close. Like, they can talk to her about anything.
Yeah.
And she's a powerful presence when she's around her boys. Like, they're like her protectors.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
for
are
sure.
Just so, they care about what she has to say. And I love seeing that because that to me shows me that they just treat women well.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And she taught them that, and so did their dad. And I'm, the Kelsey parents are A1 parents.
Yeah, for sure.
Good parents.
One of the biggest red flags I think in a guy is like how they treat their mom.
Absolutely.
But like either like
Absolutely.
if they're too mama's boy, like creepy,
Yes.
that's a red flag. And if they're like really mean to their mom, that's a red flag.
Completely agree. You got to have just the right amount of respect for your mom.
Yes,
unless
exactly.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Also, though, I will say to the moms, to all the boy moms out there, because this is important. You got to make sure that you're cool too. You can't be the overbearing boy mom, you know what I mean?
Or like the weird boy mom.
Have you seen those videos
That's
of
like,
the ladies like, I bought my dress for my son's senior prom and we're going to take photos together.
Yes,
and
I saw
blah, blah,
that.
blah. You saw that bitch. And I thought that was like a fake outrage video. It wasn't, because I saw the prom videos and I saw her with a boutonniere, and it's like, you're not dating your son, bitch. Like, you got to chill. So that's what I mean by that, by the way.
No.
The women who act like their son is their boyfriend. No, I'm not saying you can't
like,
be close
like,
with your son.
Like the ones that like get jealous of the girlfriend because like they're spending too much time with them or something.
Completely.
Like, okay.
I know all my girlfriends with mother-in-laws, it's either they have a great relationship or it's exactly like that. And there seems to be no in between. And it sounds as if Donna has it all figured out. I don't think that she is the kind of mother-in-law that you dread having.
No, for sure not.
Love.
I feel like a hot dog and a glass of white wine with
glass of chilled Pinot Gris.
Yeah,
maybe
with
a little
Donna,
Savi B.
Like, please, sounds like a freaking dream.
Sounds so good. Maybe a little view of the Jersey Shore.
Oh,
woo!
Yes.
Maybe some ice in that wine. Even
she said it's getting too hot to be in Florida, so she needs. She also said she's been traveling nonstop. She was in St. Thomas. She was on a cruise going to all these different places. She's going to Mexico. And Travis was like,
with friends? Like,
yeah, with friends.
Good for
with
her.
the girls, she said.
I fucking love that.
Travis was like, keep me updated with your whereabouts. Like, maybe I'll pop in, like, whatever. So
I'm obsessed with that.
Yeah. She's been traveling nonstop.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Time with the girls.
And she's saying it's getting too hot in Florida, so now she like wants to like go more up north.
She's got to experience spring.
Yes, exactly.
Us seasons girlies, the girls who grew up with seasons, you can never escape the seasons. I don't care what you say. LA, move to LA, do whatever you want. If you grew up with seasons,
yeah,
you want seasons.
Yeah, I feel like if you have like even like Oh, I guess not more than just the East Coast, because I feel like, Michigan, they get like the extended versions of the seasons almost.
Yes.
Like their winter is like a little bit longer and their
Yes.
summer is a little bit shorter. But I feel like once you experience like the fall, there's no going back.
Yeah, what are you're gonna forego fall forever? That's crazy. But I feel the same about spring. Like spring
What
is
is
a
wrong
lovely
with
time.
you?
There's a lot of rain, but that's part of the magic.
Yeah.
Get an
April
umbrella, walk
showers
around
bring
in the
May
rain.
flowers.
Exactly. But yeah, so that's exciting. Love that. Love an appearance from Donna.
Yep.
Love her keeping her name in the press. Love that she's spending time with the gals. That's fantastic. She's living her life. Love it. Gia, so this year for Mother's Day, I have a brother. I bring him up often.
Of course.
We made this decision because last year I was out of town or something on Mother's Day. And so my brother was home and he kind of took Mother's Day on his back on actual Mother's Day. Right. And a week later or so, I took my mom out to lunch and it was lovely. It was a really nice time. So this year I said, wasn't that nice actually when Sam has his moment with you and I'll have my moment with you as well, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yes, love it. Let's do that again this year. So my mom has been begging to see Titanic. She cannot. She's really loves Titanic. Excited about it. There is a show in New York called Titanic, and the number one place I'm going to go and get these tickets is Game Time because I know that I can rely on Game Time. I can trust them to have good seats, fair prices. I can get them at any point, and I don't have to worry about it. And so we're taking in a dinner and a show, all thanks to Game Time.
Wow. So shout out to Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets easier and faster, and prices on the app usually go down the closer that it gets to showtime. I'm seeing a lot of different people and events going on. I'm seeing Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Oh yeah, Kendrick's like
tomorrow
this weekend, right?
night.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Yeah.
For $89. I'm seeing Shakira at MetLife on May 16th for $59.
Beyonce, of course.
Beyonce.
Still Beyonce tickets.
$103.
I'll be there that Thursday show, the 29th. I'll be there.
Yes. So Game Time seriously has so many different options for you. Oh my God. Dejo, that band, When I'm Back in Chicago, I Feel It.
Makes me
Playing
think
at
of a movie.
Brooklyn Steel tonight for $113.
Ooh, how fun.
So many different options on Game Time. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code TWATCH for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code TWATCH for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it?
Game time. Travis also let us all know that he will be involved moving forward with Tight End University, which I did not know about, but apparently it will be almost like a camp, like a football camp for tight ends specifically. And George Kittle will be in attendance as well, which we know from San Francisco 49ers. Is he still in the 49ers? He is.
Yes,
right?
because it was like that whole thing. Remember the drama?
With what's his face?
They like
Christian
all
McCaffrey.
thought, yeah. Or it was
George Kittle's wife.
It was like somebody's
Kristen Juszczyk's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a Mean Girls group
Yeah.
in the 49ers.
The 49ers
WAG
squad,
group.
which is crazy. But it's a program founded by Travis Kelce, George Kittle, and Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen, friend of the family.
Yes.
He's a Barstool guy.
I have beef with him, actually.
You have beef with Greg Olsen?
Yeah.
How come?
Well, because when he ran the Yak Gauntlet, he was so shocked to see that a girl was in the top 5, and he was beyond beside himself that he didn't beat that girl's time, that he made them make him go again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like a sore fucking loser.
Sounds like a big baby.
Sounds
you
like
got
girls
beat
ruling
by
boys
a
rule.
girl. You got beat by a girl. Sorry,
Tell
Greg
him.
Olsen.
Tell him.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Fucked
maybe
up.
I should go to tight end you and show him who's boss.
Show him what's what. Teach him a little something.
Exactly. The organization has been around since 2021 to bring together the position groups community. Kelce, of course, has starred as a tight end in 12 seasons for the Chiefs. It's going to be held from June 23rd to the 26th this year in Nashville.
Ooh.
The 3-day program offers film study, drills, recovery, and more for players while giving attendees the chance to bond, collaborate with, and learn amongst their peers.
Oh.
The TEU website says. But yeah, so sounds exciting.
That sounds amazing. And just another reason we love Travis, he's always getting involved so he can give back. Whether it's, and so do we find out if it's people who are rookies?
I think it's just all tight ends.
So anybody who's a tight end,
Yes.
if you want a little refresher course, a little something, I'm acting like the tight ends are listening. I'm like, if you're a tight end and you want to get
tight
some
ends
advice,
out there.
yeah, if you want to get some advice,
I
from
know all of
Travis
our
Kelce.
girlies got tight ends.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Hey, oh. Come on.
No, we all got tight ends.
Come on now.
It's
Come on,
so
come on.
funny.
Chill.
Pause.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
hilarious. I just think it's a fun thing, an exciting thing, and it's a humble thing. And shout out to George Kittle and Gia's arch nemesis
it's a
Greg
show.
Olsen as well.
Oh yeah, shout out. But it says it's a show,
Oh, what?
TV program.
Wait, that changes everything.
Yeah, wait. First episode was on. This was last year's October 26th, 2024. Whoa, I didn't know it was a show.
Whoa. So are we looking at like a Hard Knocks situation, but with tight ends?
University, a show or movie? Yeah, wait.
Yeah, it says TV program. The most.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is because Travis is on the cover for this. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Look.
Watch Tight End University
Oh
online
my
streaming.
fucking God. Let's
Wow.
go, y'all. It says the most exclusive boarding school in the country opens session every summer in Nashville, Tennessee. And it's hosted by Travis Kelce and George Kittle this year. And then they've got Greg Olsen on the thing as well. Right.
Okay.
June 17, 19.
And then I guess you can watch it after it happens. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Presented by, let's see. Oh, it's a Bud Light thing. We've got merch, tons of merch here. I would like some information about. Here we go. Founded in 2021 by NFL tight ends George Kittle, Travis Kelce, and Greg Olsen. Wow,
I said that.
In 2021? Are you
Yeah.
reading me about?
No, I read it from the Daily Mail
Oh, I
article.
didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
No,
I
you're
was
okay.
I was too busy reading.
It's primarily aired on CBS and NFL Network. It also streams on Paramount Plus and plus.nfl.com.
Holy shit. I had no idea. Well, by the way, this hasn't been updated since 2023. So this website is talking about stay tuned for updates as we get closer to TEU 2024. Tough.
Okay,
So
they
these
need
are
to
all these are all
their
old
shit
photos
together.
and shit.
Yeah, airs on Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Wait,
with
that
a
is
re-airing
so cool.
at 8 p.m. Eastern on NFL Network.
Something we got to mark our calendars
Yeah,
for. Wow.
for sure.
Karma is the guy on the screen.
Coming straight home to me.
So he's
Another.
literally both the guy on the Chiefs and the screen in one fell swoop with this tight end university. How fun.
He knows.
Should we go back and watch others? Like, why do I feel like we totally missed, or I did. I totally missed that this was a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to go back and watch, but you know what I mean? Somebody can go back and
Right.
watch.
Like, I'm sure if anyone's like interested in football and Travis, I'm sure
Yeah.
it's a plethora of information.
Interesting and exciting.
Yeah, but I
Cool.
can't seem to get myself. Also, Greg Olsen, screw you.
Exactly. I don't want to put any more money in Greg Olsen's pocket on your behalf because he's our arch nemesis.
Thank you.
But anyway, all of that is great, exciting. We'll be able to watch. Maybe we'll see a couple good clips. Maybe we'll get some good sound bites. Blah blah blah. But like I said, I'm just happy that Travis goes out of his way to give back and teach. He was a student. Now he's a teacher.
Yeah,
he
he always
and I think
does
that's
so much
exciting.
for his community, whether it's the
Yeah.
Kansas City community or the football community, then more specifically the tight end community.
Yeah.
just kids in general.
Tight ends are
like,
people too.
tight ends have rights.
Tight ends ever. Tight ends can do the same thing that the rest of us can. You know?
Exactly. And
need to be
thank
reminded.
you to Travis Kelce for reminding us about that.
Yeah, because we almost forgot.
Yep.
Truly. But okay, that'll be interesting. I wonder if it will air like right away. Like is it gonna air or is it gonna
Maybe like right before the
filmed in
NFL season or
June?
something.
Probably.
The last year's season came out in October, so maybe a couple
maybe
months
it's a
after.
few months
yeah.
after. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep you guys abreast.
Have to keep our eyes peeled.
Yeah, and that sounds like exciting stuff. Moving on to a little bit of Taylor info, sort of adjacent news. The Cape Cod house that Taylor once owned.
Yes.
A very long time ago, the one that's like diagonal across from the Kennedy compound
Yep.
house. It's back on sale.
Yes.
Interesting stuff.
For like 1,000 times the price that Taylor bought it for.
So she bought it in what?
November 2012.
November 2012 for
4.8 million.
4.8 million in November 2012. Resold it a year.
3 months
3 years.
later.
3 months?
Yeah.
It's so fast.
I know.
What a flip.
3 months later
Jeez.
for 5.67.
Okay.
So she made like a $700K.
Made a little profit there.
Yeah.
And then now, which I think is the most offensive of all, it's being sold for asking price $14 million.
14.5. So
do you think? And it has to be because Taylor Swift lived there for 3 months, right?
I think so.
Because it's not even that big of a house, if I recall. It's kind of like a cottage, if anything.
No, it's a big house.
Oh, is it? Oh,
but
I thought it was
also,
like cottage vibes.
I feel like they might have done like some renovations to it.
Definitely.
It says the 7-bedroom, 8-bathroom.
Whoa.
Home.
I just don't remember it being that big when she had it.
And it has a pool. It's like it's right in front of the water. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks so beautiful.
Wow.
Pop star paid almost $5 million for the mansion. During her romance with Connor Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
Sold it in the spring.
Yeah.
It's over 5,000 square feet on a 1.11 acre yacht. Looks out over the Nantucket Sound.
Wow.
3 garages and a heated in-ground pool.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sounds like a different house than when Taylor bought it originally. Like, I would love to know what it was then and versus, like, what have they added since she sold it, you know?
Yeah, that's what
Because in my head, when that happened, I remember thinking to myself, like, this was obviously like an impulse buy for your boyfriend across the street, but it wasn't very extravagant. Like, I remember seeing pictures of it being like, oh, that's kind of like a normal country home. Like, maybe not a cottage, like I said, but it didn't seem, it's a nice house, but it wasn't like, it was a $4 million house. It was not a $14 million house. But again, inflation.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
10
finding
years,
the
13
address.
years.
I'm just curious on if it had work done, but I mean, I can't find anything on it.
Who knows? If any of you real estate heads, street easy heads know, how do you find that information? I don't know how to find that.
Like, how do you know if it
how do you
had
know Carfax,
renovations
but like
or not?
for a house?
Oh, it says new construction, no. Major remodel year 2015.
Oh, okay. Remodeling. That's
So maybe
but construction. So I guess
maybe they
still
redid
existed.
it a little bit after she sold it, I guess.
Must have. Huh.
Interesting
Stuff. Well, if anybody's got $14 million to spare,
Yeah.
go ahead and buy
should
yourself.
Should we like
chip in?
get a squad of Swifties and buy it together?
Should we buy that house?
Everyone
and
get
it could
$1
be the
million
Taylor
each.
Watch house. Yeah, it'll be the Taylor Watch house. We'll get Dave in.
Right.
And it'll be a Swiftie haven for all
Swiftie safe
Swifties who just
space.
want to be themselves.
Yeah.
They can come to this house in Cape Cod. And we can
just
motherfuck Connor Kennedy from across the street. Say, how dare you? Maybe Jack Schlossberg will be there too.
Oh
Love
my
him.
God. Maybe RFK will be there.
Yeah.
We'll try to
We can, have a little accident. Whoops, in my car.
that had to be one of the most unhinged things that Taylor did in general. Was
Easily
buying
easily.
a house like right next to the Kennedy
It's
compound.
honestly a thing that I don't even like to address. Like that.
No, yeah.
Those allegations are tough. It's like,
it's
ooh,
tough.
yeah.
Yeah.
But think about it. You're all of a sudden you've got
She
all
was
this
so
money.
obsessed with the Kennedy family.
Obsessed with the Kennedy
They
family.
have a lot of lore.
They got a lot of lore, and also like it's just kind of being around that. And I've spent time in Cape Cod, and it's a beautiful place. Like
Yes.
it's really stunning, and it's easy to imagine yourself kind of settling into that lifestyle, especially if it's like a summer house. Like it's like, oh yeah, I love this.
Yeah.
But I kind of love the flex of, oh yeah, I'm
is
dating a younger guy and I'll just buy a house across the street.
That's the Kennedy
Yeah,
compound, and that's
It's
the
literally
house.
diagonal
Yeah.
from. Yeah, it's so
crazy.
nuts. But you know what I mean though? Like that's kind of a cool flex. Like to
Oh,
come
no.
in and be like, Psh, yeah, babe, no worries. I bought the house across the street.
Yeah,
Like it's
like
cool.
crazy.
Whatever. But then yeah, when you break it down, it's I bought the house across the street from my 19-year-old boyfriend's family home.
Yeah.
Then you start to be like, oh, maybe I should sell that 3
Yeah,
months
maybe
later.
I should have relaxed a little bit.
Yeah.
But hey, listen, we've all fallen head over ears in love with a guy.
Yeah, if I had the money
Yeah.
to buy like a New York City penthouse that looks directly into my ex-boyfriend's house, I would. So
No,
let's be fucking for real about
hilarious.
it. Let's be
no,
for real
honestly.
about it.
Oh, also this says this is up from when Taylor purchased the house, $4.8 million, 2012. The listing agent Robert Kinlan said that the home has been expanded and transformed
Got
since
it.
then.
Okay.
So
yeah.
there's definitely been some expansion.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I just for some reason remember at the time being like, "What a humble home,"
Well, I mean,
And
to
again,
go
$4
from
million is
to go
kind of
from
nothing.
to sell it for 5.6 and now it's at 14.4. That's not just inflation, you know. Like
there's more to it. Yeah. The heated pool probably adds a lot. Adds a big element. Maybe there was already a pool, but it's exciting stuff. So yeah, if you guys got some chump change you want to throw around, head up to Chappaquiddick.
Head over to Hyannisport.
Hyannisport.
Yeah.
Not Chappaquiddick.
Chappaquiddick is Martha's Vineyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
you very
where
much.
the other Kennedy.
Yes.
They crashed his car and the mistress died.
That was what it was in my head when I was talking about hitting RFK with my car. I kind of thought about. Chappaquiddick. So
Right.
regardless, good stuff out of them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what our seamless transitions. Oh, well, I don't know if the Kennedy family has kind things to say about Taylor. I'm sure they do. I can't
Yes.
imagine they would have bad things to say
Right.
about her. But I do know that a couple of country queens do have very nice things
That
to
is
say
for sure.
about Taylor Swift. And it is so funny, these two specifically, because they like got hot at the same time, and I don't confuse them. Like, I know they're different people,
Yeah.
but they kind of fall in the same category for me. And that,
Yeah.
of course, is Kelsey Ballerini and Maren Morris. They are both like,
Because they both like kind of like dip their toes in the pop world,
Yes.
but like are still very country vibes.
they're very similar
Yeah.
in their like tone, and also just the way that they like look and carry themselves, and the vibe that they like. I bet they have a lot of crossover fans, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I love them both. They're both
Yeah, I
amazing.
love them both.
So what did Kelsey went on?
Yes.
It was a Billboard article you said, or was
So,
that Maren?
That was Maren. So
Okay.
for Kelsey, it says, while attending the Variety Power of Women event in Nashville on May 1st, Ballerini told Us Weekly, right?
Oh,
Us
Us
not-
Weekly.
Yeah.
Mhm,
That one of
US
Swift's
Weekly.
social media posts was a game changer for her. She said, I think a big reason why things have worked progressively like they have is because of the women that have not only given me advice in passing, but the women that have taken the time to stop and turn around and reach out their hand and either share their stage with me and other new artists.
Gorgeous.
It's been a part of my
Kind
journey,
thing to
and
say.
it started with Taylor, she said. She tweeted about Love You Like You Mean It before it went to top 40 at the radio, and it changed my life.
Wow.
Swift shared a post about the song in March 2015 on X after the release of Ballerini's EP. She tweeted, driving around with the at Kelsey Ballerini EP on repeat, ... So lovely. Hashtag yeah boy. Hashtag love you like you mean it, Swift wrote at the time. And then Ballerini
Aw.
replied, at Taylor Swift, you are one of the main reasons I started writing songs and being fearless, in parentheses, enough to do this. That just made my year. And then they performed the song together at the Nashville stop of Swift's 1989 tour that year.
Obsessed with that. That is
So-
so fun.
And, and just another example of Taylor Swift lifting up other women, giving
Yep.
other women a platform so that they can shine as well. And all the media outlets just want to paint her as this, woman hating, I don't like other women, I'm a pick me, whatever.
I'm money hungry. I'm
Yeah.
chart hungry. I got to be the best, and I'll do anything to be the best. I've never seen anyone so supportive of everyone else
Yeah.
as Taylor is. Like, it's crazy.
And especially when she was like more on social media, I feel like she was constantly hyping other people up.
Yes, constantly, really.
Yeah.
And I think it's so fun, and I love how everyone that she lifted up or complimented or whatever goes out of their way to talk about that.
Yeah.
Because that to me says that they appreciate the compliments, but also that they know, like Kelsey knows, like, hey, what if Taylor Swift didn't tweet that? What if she didn't bring me on 1989 tour? Where would I be? You know what I mean? And not saying that Taylor Swift made her career. Obviously, Kelsey Ballerini works very hard, and she's crushing it. But you never know what break is going to be your break.
No, exactly.
And it could have been one of the many that she's
Yeah.
gotten, in her career, which is exciting.
Yeah. Exactly like you said, like you never know, but she was deserving of the praise.
Absolutely.
And the praise boosted her career. And like the fact that she brought her on the tour for a stop, like
Yeah, I love
it just
that.
is just awesome.
I don't think I knew that.
I didn't know that either.
Kelsey was on 1989 tour.
No, I did not know that
She's
either.
really been around for a while, huh?
Yeah.
I
I kind of just
I don't
almost
know her as well as
discovered her a
everybody.
little bit. She had a new album that came out. I forget if it was this year or last year. I want to say maybe it was last year.
I
Because
think it was last year because she was doing a
Patterns.
lot of press last year. I remember seeing her and Chase Stokes on a lot of carpets because they're dating Outer Banks.
Oh, the deluxe version came out this year.
Got it.
Okay. But that album is like kind of what made me get into her.
Cute, fun.
And I also see all of the clips from her. She's on tour right now.
Yeah.
She looks insane.
Of course,
She
she's
wears like
beautiful.
this like Midnight's blue bodysuit with like
Gorge.
these really awesome boots. She just looks insane.
Hell
and her and Chase
yeah.
Stokes are really cute.
Yeah, they are really cute, and they've been together for a while now.
Yeah.
No, everyone seems to love her as an artist, but also as a person. She seems to be really lovely, and all anybody has to say about her are nice things.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's a country princess, right?
Country
like
princess,
she's
yeah.
like the country princess, I would say, right now of the moment,
Yeah.
And we're happy for her. Love that.
Yes. And in similar fashion.
Similar fashion,
Maren
of course.
Morris.
Real recognize real.
Exactly. Maren Morris, as we all know, Maren Morris came out and performed with Taylor, You All Over Me.
Yep.
And she went on the Jennifer Hudson show on Wednesday, May 7th. She said... she opened up about performing her Fearless collaboration, You All Over Me, with Swift at one of the Pop Superstars 2023 Eras Tour in Chicago. She said, I've never seen a crowd like that, and there's not a crowd like hers, Morris raved.
Yep.
They're so supportive. They're listening to all the lyrics. They want to hear every nuance and breath between words, she continued. They're truly locked in. It was a real treat to experience on that plane, she said.
I love that.
I love that she, like, can notice stuff like that, like... while performing, like I feel like if I was performing, like I'd just be like where
in your
where
own
am
world,
I?
like,
Yeah.
let's just get through this.
But I feel like
yeah.
the intensity and like the dedication that Swifties have to singing every word, like maybe like kind of like makes you wake up a little bit and you're like, whoa, this is real and I'm doing this.
These people are serious. Like, well, it definitely adds an element of pressure in a way, because it's like, damn, I can't fuck this up. But it kind of goes right into the conversations that we have all the time about, like, and that people like to have about the Taylor's versions versus the stolen / originals.
Yeah.
Because people will say specifically like, oh, the new Taylor's version of XYZ song, I really like it, but it's slightly different because in the original that she took a longer breath in between.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? Like, people nitpick it like that.
Well, like
so
Last Kiss.
Right, you have to be on your shit.
Yeah.
Last Kiss. That's like a big
I feel
example.
like even
of
I was like, oh, she doesn't have the shaky breath.
Right. Like it's just and you can feel the passion, hear the passion. But that's what I'm saying. Like people have like built it up to be this, and so that's like what it's become. And I think that you're right. It's really cool that she notices stuff like that. Something about Maren Morris, Maren Maris. The song The Middle, I want to look it up because I want to be right. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? Woo-hoo.
That might be like one of the
No,
biggest bangers ever.
So good.
Yeah.
And especially when they did a collab with Target. It was like the commercial and it just really fit well. Regardless, that song came out, I'm claiming, same year, maybe even month, week, something as Reputation originally, and now I gotta look it up.
Well,
because when I think of The Middle by Maren Morris, I think of Reputation for some reason, and I don't know why.
Interesting you said that, because in this article it says, but Morris and Swift had been friends long before that, performing the former's smash The Middle on the latter's Reputation tour in 2018.
Oh my fucking God, yeah. So it can't. So The Middle, it says it came out 2018.
So maybe like before the tour started? Or like right as the tour started?
It must have been because 1989 or Reputation came out
November, right?
November, I think, of 2017. Yes, November 2017. Okay, cool. So I am right. So it's like around that time The Middle came out. Let's see The Middle release date. Hold on. I can't type anything with these stupid fucking nails.
They are really long.
They're the worst. Like I can't wait. And tomorrow I have to get it fixed tomorrow. Maren Morris. I need to like the exact date. And look, it's like you can hear them. Oh my God. The song was released commercially for digital download streaming on January 23rd, 2018. So like 3 months later.
Oh, okay.
So it really, in my head, like I think of them synonymously. I also think of Endgame, or no, Ready for It. At one point was played like with the NFL, like they would like kind of start games with it, and then The Middle would be in commercials. So I just remember hearing them at the same time.
That's funny.
And so funny. So I didn't know that they
performed
it
like together in Arlington, Texas. And then this is just random, but she said in November 2023, Maren Morris told Jimmy Fallon that her one-time collaborator has been so supportive of me and my career over the years. We're the same age, but I've been looking up to her since I was a teenager. And watching her navigate her country music to pop career so gracefully, and the way she treats her fans is so kind and generous. ... She's setting a high bar.
Obsessed.
She said on the Hudson talk show, telling the host, I fell in love with Swift's songwriting back in high school, and I just turned 35. So I feel like even before I met Taylor, I had this friendship in my mind with her. Which is really sweet.
That is really sweet. And don't we all feel that way?
Oh, I mean, I would just die to be able to say that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, whenever it's an opportunity to fangirl, I think to myself, don't be it, because what if we become friends one day? Like, Maren Morris became friends with her and she was a fan first.
But, like, that's what I'm saying, though. Like,
it's too
feel
far
like,
gone. Like, we couldn't.
Yeah,
we
but
couldn't.
also, like, I feel like if
she wouldn't want to be friends with me at this point. I don't think.
Who, Taylor?
Yeah, like she would be nice. She's not trying to be my bestie. I'm too much of a fan. That'd be weird, I think.
I don't know, though. I think a celebrity can be a friends with a fan if the fan like knows this proper etiquette of like
Sure.
being a friend over a fan. You know what I mean? Like,
I think the magic of it all, like the pedestal that she's on, if you get to know her, I'm sure it becomes more normal.
Yeah.
But even still, people are always telling stories like, fucking Taylor Swift's here. Like,
I
this is
know.
crazy. Like, she's my friend and it's crazy she's here.
Yeah.
So she has that glow, you know? Like, she's always bejeweled.
yeah, no, totally.
She's always bejeweled, regardless though. Happy for Marin.
I feel like Marin is more. I thought I saw something in the news of her being like, I want to be more pop now than
She
country.
definitely is. Yeah, she has made that switch. Also, she was never really full 2 feet in country, I don't think. Like, I think she had some country vibes, but I think she was always kind of angling for a pop situation.
When was the last time she came out? Oh, Dreamsicle album. Oh, she has a new album coming out. Oh my God.
Oh.
May 9th.
Oh my God.
2
days.
days.
This week.
Yeah.
Friday. Oh, everybody stream Dreamsicle by
Wait,
Maren
and
Morris.
there's like a lot of songs to stream.
Well,
Wait.
that must be why she's doing
Jennifer
Billboard and Jennifer Hudson and Billboard
What?
article
I
and
didn't hear-
whatever.
I'll
What
have
they
to-
sing for her in the J HUD tunnel.
Yes.
What did they sing?
Oh,
Do you
I
know?
didn't see. I didn't see.
I didn't see a clip either.
Wait,
I hope they sang the middle.
I'll have to listen to these to these. Oh yeah, they're like Marin
Yeah.
Morris is
Is it
here
Marin?
at the J HUD
Yeah.
show.
Maren Morris is here on the Jennifer Hudson
Hudson
show.
We love her and she's so
Beautiful.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could be the singers of that.
We need to write.
Should we do that
the
at
J-HUD.
Barstool?
Yes.
Every time there's a guest, we
Yes.
sing.
No, we should just do it for people showing up. Like,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
get here early one day, and
Like,
every time everyone walks in,
Hubs.
yeah. Hubs. Eric Hubs, the editor-in-chief of the blog,
Go writing.
having to split responsibilities with Nate. Can't be easy, but you make it look easy. Like, I'm
We
spitting
pray
everywhere.
for you. That's hilarious. I wish.
Hilarious.
But yeah,
Tommy
so everyone keep your eyes
smokes
peeled.
in the building with his coffee. There we go. We're gonna start writing them
That's
now.
good.
I know. Thanks. I'm on a roll.
So everyone keep your eyes peeled for Maris' new album. I'm gonna listen to that on
Me
my
too.
way
How
home
fun.
from work.
And I really do love her. Like, it's been whenever artists like this come up, like, obviously she's had had albums, she's won awards, she's famous, whatever. But when you're not, you can be a fan of someone and not like a stan. And I would say that I put myself in the stan category for like Miley, Ariana, Gaga, like that crew.
Yeah.
Marin, I would put myself as a fan. But you still love to like, you're like, oh, how fun. Like, yeah, I am a fan. I can't wait to go listen. You know, it's like
totally.
a departure from your usual to dip back into other stuff you like. You got to expand. Listen, we love Taylor and we listen to Taylor all day long, every day, forever. But in order to understand the landscape and to appreciate Taylor, you got to listen to other people too.
Mm-hmm.
You got to mix up your listening,
Yeah.
which is great. Speaking of that, listening to other people, Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes, our queen.
Our queen, we love her. We're bringing her up again. Obviously, she looked bomb.com at the Met Gala. She looked even better, I think, at the, maybe not, I don't know if better is the word, but her Met
after
Gala
party outfit was
outfit.
awesome. I love like the matching with
God.
Jenna Ortega. Like
Yeah.
they really look like a very cool. They look like a cool lesbian couple.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
And I love them both.
Yeah,
I'm
love them
obsessed
both.
with Jenna Ortega. And
Yeah.
obviously we love Sabrina. But at the Met Gala, a few photos have been leaked. You know, professional photos, like not real leaked, but everybody knows that no one knows what goes on inside at the Met Gala. But like then they release a bunch of photos and stuff about it.
Like everyone has their phones too, like taking pictures in the bathroom and stuff.
Yeah, like they're supposed to. I found out that they are allowed to have their phones. They get stickers to put on. You know how like sometimes, So if you take the sticker off, you can like take it off and back on or whatever.
Oh, okay,
But
that makes
if
sense.
the thing though is if Anna catches you in the main area with your phone recording shit or whatever, like you're never invited back.
Yeah.
So Meg the Stallion, I don't know if you saw this. She was recording everything of the whole night. And every video is, I'm not supposed to have my phone, but I do. I have it anyway. And I'm going to post these. I'm not supposed to have it. I know. Like, illegal phone here. I snuck this in. Like, literally every time the video starts. It's hilarious.
That's really
But I'm worried about
funny.
Meg's future invites. I really am. It was very
I
funny.
feel like Meg is established enough that she can get away with it, but who knows?
Listen, Anna's revoked an invite for less.
You think so?
Yes. I mean, half the Kardashians aren't invited anymore because she didn't like how they looked when they came.
Right.
Like, Khloe and Kourtney are not invited anymore.
I mean,
You know?
No offense to them, but that doesn't.
I mean, yeah,
that makes
but
sense.
it's like
They don't
but
really
they
have the best
could,
style.
One of them could have made a big splash
Right,
and
right,
continued
right.
on. You know what I mean? Regardless, so I was worried about Meg, but we did get a high definition photo
Yes.
of Usher performing at the Met Gala, which I mean, so cool.
Oh,
Usher,
yeah.
what the fuck? I'm so jealous. Usher, for some reason, has a maraschino cherry with stem holding it out into Sabrina Carpenter's mouth. Very sexy photo.
Yeah, and she's like,
And I would let Usher
Well,
also put it cherry in my mouth.
Have you not been seeing Usher does this at his shows?
I didn't know he has a cherry element.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And
I know
he,
he's like sexy with the girls. I
Yeah.
didn't know he has now as a cherry.
Oh, now he has a
incorporated.
cherry. Oh,
I gotta
now
get
he
to an
has a
Usher
cherry.
show. I've got to
And
get to an Usher
it is
show.
intimate, to say the least.
Well, it's always intimate. Like when he's the ones that I've seen when he started early on, he would like.
Well,
bring
remember,
a
like
girl
Kiki
up.
Palmer got in trouble, like
Yes,
with her,
like with her man.
ex-boyfriend. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like because they were like dancing
Being
sexy
so
together.
sexy, but I've never seen the cherry until now.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So he's been
I
incorporating
gotta
the
get to an Usher
cherry.
show. Gotta.
And funny, I guess did Sabrina post her dad's text?
She, I think so. Yes. So, she posted a carousel. That's actually how I saw the photo. Sabrina posted it. So I assume people, they get their own photos back. But yes, Sabrina posted a bunch of photos. I love her with the cigar in her mouth. She's having a good time. Fur coat. Everything on the way, all her jewelry.
Her Chapel and Jenna.
Looking so fucking good. Oh my God. And their Louis Vuitton branded cigars.
Oh, that's
because
sick.
Doechii had one on the carpet. I know.
Like this literally looks like a movie.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah, look at that.
Scene.
What the hell?
So cool.
Yeah, her Chapel and Jenna. That's so cool. These shoes. People are saying that outfit was actually burgundy, and I was like, I think it's brown, but it's Louis Vuitton brown, which is a little burgundy. Like but it's a mix.
I always thought it was
both.
like a burgundy.
Yeah, so here she is with Usher, and then her dad sent her a text message, a screenshot of the tweet with the picture, and he wrote ? Weird.
Which is like such a dad response.
Such a dad thing.
Weird.
The fact he even sent it, my dad would like pretend he never saw that. He'd be like, I don't know what she's up to. She's doing something
And
crazy.
Usher commented, "Apologies, Mr. Carpenter," with like the emoji that smiles with like the sweat mark and the cherry emoji.
That's
so
amazing.
funny.
Oh yeah, that's so
Someone
funny.
said, "Glad to know parents don't stop getting disappointed regardless of fame."
It's amazing.
That's so funny.
It's so good.
I
and
love that.
I honestly die for this. I also die over the fact that like Barry's around the corner. Like I don't know.
No, I know.
Did you see the report about how the headlines, they get me sometimes. It was like Sabrina and Barry avoided each other all night at the Met Gala, and I was like, oh please, I doubt it. I'm sure they said hi. And then in the thing, it was like there's zero photo evidence of them even being near each other. And I was
mean,
like, damn.
I would say I would do the
I would do the
same thing.
Yeah, you avoid your
Fuck
ex like
that.
that.
I don't want to
Forget
talk
it.
to,
No.
especially like it's.
Who
if
knows
I
what
had
happened
to,
there, but.
If I had to assume it was Barry that fucked it up, you know?
It sounds to me like a Maddie Healy situation. I can't handle the fame.
Yeah.
You know, or
Yeah.
I can't handle you're too famous and I'm now intertwined. Now I'm your boyfriend.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Which is like,
But I
so
still really like Barry.
We
and
still like Barry.
You know what though? Something I wanted to say about him, Met Gala wise. People were confused by his outfit.
Very confused.
So I read a thing. He's playing Ringo Starr in the Beatles biopic coming whenever it's coming. Apparently, that look was almost the same / inspired by a look that Ringo wore on a carpet like when he was young.
Okay,
So-
but no offense, this isn't Ringo's time.
I know.
It's not the theme. It's
But
the,
it's
the
something
theme
about
isn't
the-
tailored to Ringo's style.
True, but he's trying to. But
I get it.
He's doing it in a similar way as our boy Damon Idris.
Yeah, but
doing the F1 thing.
I feel like Damson was like.
Damson, sorry.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said like Damon.
Oh.
I don't know his name. I
Yeah,
don't know him at all. I know his last
Damson.
name is Idris.
Yeah, first I was like,
Damson.
is he related to Idris Elba? And then I was like, wait, no, that's his first
Opposite.
name.
I did the same thing when I saw it. I was like,
But that incorporated, the movie, the press for the movie for F1, but then he revealed his suit, and the suit I felt like was
makes
perfect
sense
on
for
theme.
the Met. Yes, of course. But
To me,
yeah, so I don't know.
Barry was kind of like, I was like, is he trying to like have some
He
sort of like
looked mopey.
Mongolian style?
Yeah,
like
who
I was
knows?
like very confused about like.
Everybody, people thought it was like an Asian inspired
Yeah.
look, which I think it was. The look that it's apparently referencing that is Ringo's was an Asian inspired suit, like that he wore to like on some like international visit, I think.
Okay.
I, honestly, there were a few conflicting things and a few examples. Also, they were saying it was like to look a little bit like the Sgt. Pepper's outfits. Those
okay,
are
that makes
very
sense.
very specific, like suits. I guess they're technically suits. Marching band outfits,
yeah.
costume. I don't know what you call a marching band. Uniform.
Uniform, sure.
So people were saying that. People were saying whatever. And who knows? Maybe these are just Barry defenders coming through. But I actually thought he looked good.
I thought he looked good too. Yeah.
But I do think he looked very solemn. He was very like frowny pants. I didn't see a smile out of him.
Yeah.
And so so who knows? He also was looking thin. I like saw. At first, when I was seeing him on the carpet, he looked kind of, I was watching like the Vogue.com, the YouTube thing was fine. But then when I saw a still image of him, I was like, oh, Barry, are you eating a sandwich? Like, are you okay? Like, he looks like he lost weight. So people, maybe he's losing weight to be Ringo.
Yeah. I mean, I think Ringo
he was
really
all jacked
skinny.
up for Eternals, Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I think he just kind of stayed that way.
Yeah.
And then now.
Well, we'll have to see. I'm very excited for that movie. It has all of our boys in it, so we'll have to see Paul and Harris Dickinson
Yep.
and Joseph Quinn. So we'll have to see. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled for that as well.
Speaking of, it's totally a separate, now we're just talking about movies, but I know we both saw Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Which I loved.
Really liked it.
I really loved it a lot. I love Florence Pugh. We won't give anything away because I know it just came out and Marvel people are crazy. But I think it was fun and cool and exciting. Everyone on that cast is hot. I couldn't tell. I was like, do I like this movie because of the plot or because everyone's hot?
Because everyone's hot.
And I think
I also
maybe
didn't
a healthy mix of
realize
both.
that what's his face? The guy who
Lewis
plays
Pullman.
Void. Yeah, Lewis Pullman.
I'm obsessed with him.
Obsessed with him now too. So hot. Also, he's what's his face's son?
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman, yeah, who is a
Nepo
legend.
Baby. Yeah, Bill Pullman's a legend.
Yeah.
Nepo baby Lewis, but he's living up to it. Like he was so good in Thunderbolts. I had never seen him before. I didn't know who he was. I just thought,
me neither.
I thought his like just the way he, again, we don't want to give away too much, but there's, he has to oscillate between moods, and I think that he does a really good job of that. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, obviously amazing.
Yeah.
But back on Lewis Pullman, I said he was my new crush, and someone replied and was like, you got to watch Top Gun. He's in Top Gun.
Oh.
And his name is also Bob in Top Gun.
Oh.
Which is kind of crazy. He's just like always Bob, I guess.
Wait, is he the nerdy one?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
He's like, I only saw a scene where he's kind of sitting and everyone's like, who are you? Like, you showed up, and they're like, he's like, oh, I'm Bob. And they're like, so what do you do? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like awkward and weird about it. And they're like, okay, you're with me. Like one of the girls was like, you're with me on my team. I don't know Top Gun, so I don't know all that. But he was like a
Top Gun Maverick, right?
Yeah, with Glenn Powell.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Interesting.
So yeah,
but
I don't know.
Florence Pugh is definitely gonna save the Marvel universe. I think.
She really is.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it's a miracle that it's been a week since I've seen that movie and I haven't come in with blue eyeliner under my eyes. It's been a miracle.
I really like that look from her.
I loved it.
Yeah,
and I have that.
You
eyeliner.
always rock that.
I know,
yeah.
but I not like that. Usually I go on top, but
she did the bottom.
She had it on the bottom, like smoked out.
Yeah,
oh my
it was
God.
really cool.
She's just so beautiful. She also did her own stunt when she stepped off that building. That
oh,
was
really?
her doing it. Yeah, I saw her do an interview on Seth Meyers. She was like, they were asking her. She's like, we have stunt doubles to do like mostly everything.
Yeah.
She was like, but why would I not? If given the chance to learn a new skill and learn something cool, like
So
why would I
crazy.
not just make that jump?
Yeah.
Obviously very controlled. She's got the parachute. It brings her.
Yeah,
she's fine. But she said that every movie that she does, she gets to pick up like an interesting, strange skill that she never would have picked up in her life. And I think that that's awesome.
That is very cool.
I love her. She's such a good actress.
Love her. Love the movie. I thought it was very good. The ending kind of lost me a little bit, but
people are saying that.
Yeah.
I was fine with it. I thought, I expect a certain amount of cheese with my Marvel. Yeah. And I think it was just enough for me personally.
It was the perfect movie to like get people back in the Marvel game, Marvel interest,
the Marvel mood, just enough cameo, like not cameos, but like it was just star-studded enough, like not hitting you over the head so much, but like it was really enough. Gia, the summer months are in fact upon us, and you know how I know? Because I'm sweating while I'm sleeping. Sweating while I'm sleeping, and I'm not worried about it. I'm not concerned about it. Normally, I've got I would say not normally. I used to deprive myself of the breathable, soft, perfect percale sheets that Boll & Branch has to offer, and I was not living a good life at that time. As soon as I made the switch, as soon as I went over and I was taken care of by our besties at Boll & Branch, I've never felt better.
Yep.
And the temperature's warming up, things are happening, especially in New York City. You don't want to have the sheets that make you sweat. You want to have the sheets that make you feel good, make you feel like you've gotten a comfortable night's sleep, a restful night's sleep, all very important things. Boll & Branch will have you covered.
Exactly. Boll & Branch sheets wrap you in a softness so extraordinary your body and mind effortlessly drift to sleep. And they are made with the finest 100% organic cotton, so you can spend every night in the softest feeling imaginable. These best-selling sheets feel buttery, breathable, and even softer with every wash. And you can discover the difference with Boll & Branch's 30-night guarantee. So feel the difference an extraordinary night's sleep can make with Boll & Branch. Get 15% off plus free shipping on your first set of sheets at bollandbranch.com with promo code TaylorWatch. That's Boll & Branch, BOLLAND branch.com, promo code TaylorWatch for 15% off. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
All right, shall we move on to
Let's
to
hear
voicemails,
let's
et
hear
cetera?
from the people.
Wonderful.
Okay. This one is interesting.
Oh yeah, Gia like pre-warned me about this. I'm so curious.
Hi, I'm a first-time listener, and I'm calling from LA. My name's Vanessa, and
Calling from where?
I'm still on the fence whether like your guys' podcast or not.
Okay. Appreciate the
I like
honesty.
the concept of the whole Taylor watch, and you guys are discussing everything from Taylor. I do disagree with a lot of the stuff that you guys say.
Okay.
Let's see, the singing. I gotta fast forward through a lot of that.
All right.
But I do something that you guys said on the last podcast about the Met Gala. I guess piggyback off of the listener's previous message where she said that Taylor doesn't go to the Met Gala because of Kim. I don't think that's true. I think Taylor doesn't go because she doesn't enjoy the Met Gala. To me, it seems like a bunch of high school mean girls. So I don't think she finds joy in being in a small place of rich, snobby people just dressing up. I don't know. So I kind of disagree with the caller and with you guys, actually.
Okay.
I don't think she gives a fuck about Kim. I think that's over, and she's like moving on. I think she'll go wherever, and she's not showing up because so and so is going to be there. I don't think that's the way she's working, and I don't think she's hiding either. Because I think that's what Gia said. Oh, she's hiding. I'm like, no, she's not hiding. She's going out and about, which is more, not trying to be public. Doesn't mean she's hiding. She just doesn't want to be out. She just doesn't want to see anybody right now, and she doesn't want nobody to see her. And I can understand her. There's a whole new bunch of fans. They're like, where is she? Where is she? It's like, dude, relax. I've been 50 for 15 years. Girlfriend goes on her break. Right now she's more famous than ever, so more than ever she really wants to stay away. And this isn't you. So that's just that. I know I'm rambling, but despite me not liking your guys' singing, because you guys do too much of it, I do enjoy your podcast. I don't listen to podcasts at all, just because people's voices annoy me.
Sure.
But I like you guys. I do.
I love this girl. I love her.
Just, again, the singing, and then just
All right.
wanted to make a
One more time. Do you like
comment.
singing?
Thank you. Have a good one.
I don't think she likes when we sing.
That was. Listen, we were read to filth right there. Okay, she read us down. She read us down.
She's like, oh, and by the way, the singing
By the way, your singing fucking sucks. I love it. Say, hey, I actually don't know if I like this podcast at all.
No, I appreciate
but I'm gonna
the
no,
honesty.
we love the honesty.
Yeah.
But to break it down, and I want it to be clear, I love this girl.
No.
Thank you for calling
No,
in. You can say whatever you want to us. If you disagree with us, if you think we're blowing smoke out of our ass, you think we're annoying when we're singing, whatever. You know, that last one is a lie. Obviously, we sound beautiful every time we sing, so
please.
it's like get your ears checked. But no, this is a good conversation.
Yeah.
The singing part, yes, we know. It is for some, it's not for others. We're gonna keep singing though. We enjoy it.
You can't mute a songbird.
I was about to say you can't stifle these songbirds.
No.
You're right on it today.
Yeah. We have a voice and we're gonna use it.
Exactly. God gave us these beautiful voices. Anyway, so sorry about that. You're gonna have to suck that up. That comes with the territory. As far as the Met Gala, Kim, blah blah blah, maybe because you're a new listener, we have talked at length about how we don't think that Taylor cares about Kim anymore.
Yeah.
But we do think that she's not going to put herself in a situation where Kim is right there and they have to
It
interact.
could make a headline.
Exactly. Make a headline. And the Met Gala is small enough where that could happen.
Yeah.
That was that conversation. I don't think Taylor does not care. I mean, she wrote "Thank you, Amy," and that's that. You know what I mean? Like we're all set. We've moved on. People say Kim doesn't care either, even though she definitely does.
Yeah.
And that's all that.
And also, at the end of the day, like none of us know why she's not
nobody
going.
knows.
We're all just like throwing out opinions, but like
just like you did, girl.
Yeah.
She said, "I think she just doesn't like to be in a room with rich, snobby people."
Yeah,
well, she's been to every award show that's ever
yeah,
been put on.
I don't think that's
so I don't
true
think that's
at
true
all.
Either. Those are her peers.
And
also,
also
She
like I
doesn't think of
wouldn't
them
even
like that, I would
describe.
think.
Of course, there's going to be like rich, snobby people at the Met, but like a lot of those people, like all her friends.
That's what I'm saying.
Too.
They're her peers.
Yeah.
Like they are most of those people, especially the celebrities that are invited to that event are mostly Taylor Swift's peers.
Yeah,
and the
1000%.
reason that they're there is because there are a certain amount of design. Obviously, Anna invites them, and then they essentially get assigned a designer.
Yeah.
Like, there isn't like, it's like Sabrina said, "Hey, I would like to go to the Met, and I would like to be dressed by Louis Vuitton."
Yeah.
Like, you get approached by brands, and then you pick one if you are lucky enough to get multiple.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're assigned, and whatever their vision is for the Met is what you wear. And sometimes it's collaborative. Sometimes the designer wants to pop off. Like, it's all about the designers and the costumes, and that's what we're celebrating at the Met Gala. So it really, I think that people label it as a snooty rich person event.
It's
and
a
I don't
charity
really think
event.
So.
Yeah, like
the fact that all the celebrities are there, yes, that makes it its own level of celebrity, but it's a charity event for young emerging designers.
And
like,
I think it's like a fun thing. There's
I think
performances.
so too.
Like
Yes.
I don't think it's like this like
and garners a lot of buzz.
hoity-toity like everyone
Not
has
as much
to be
as
like
people
Chris.
think.
Yeah.
Or at least as far as I know, and for people who I know who like work at Vogue and stuff like that, they always say that yes, it's obviously the most prestigious invite you can get as a celebrity and as a designer to be allowed to showcase your outfits or your clothes, your designs on the Met Gala red carpet. Obviously, pinnacle moment, I would think, but no, it's not. Let's all get into a room and clink our glasses, and yuck it up, and we're all rich and powerful. Like, that's not what it is. I don't think, and I think that people always have that misconception of the Met Gala.
Yeah, and she's always she was at the Golden Globes. She was at the Golden Globes. She was at the Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
She does attend events like that
for sure, and she's attended this event many a time, like what 4 or 5 times, but until she wasn't.
I also wonder, I wonder if she doesn't go because like when she went in 2016, like it was so like chaotic for her that she was like, I just don't want to like put myself there anymore.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
It is a very specific event where you will be on display, and I do agree with our caller. I won't say fan, caller here, that I'm sure there is an element to her not doing things she doesn't want to do.
For
Which,
sure.
As we all get when we get older. Like, I mean, you saw Diana Ross. She didn't go for 22 years. She was like, it's not for me. And then she showed up and ate down.
Yeah.
So it's like, you never know what goes through people's heads. And I'm sure it could be a mix of all the things we discussed.
Also, I would say that, Taylor not showing her face coincides with hiding. Right?
Yes, yes.
I would say
and I wouldn't say she's not hiding from something, but she's certainly
just
taking
hiding
time for
from
herself.
the media, hiding from the public eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she certainly isn't. And again, if it was interpreted as she's hiding from Kim Kardashian, that's absolutely not.
Definitely not.
Not what we were trying to get across.
No.
At least I wasn't for sure. I know you weren't either, but like, if I said something that made people think that, no way.
Yeah,
That's not the intention.
Okay, on to the next
one.
one.
I wonder if she'll be. I hope you like that response, and hope you come back and keep giving us a try. Maybe the singing will grow on you. Just have fun. Well, listen, we're having fun here. We're just
having fun. We're just singing.
We're just being silly.
Okay, this one's cute. Okay.
Hi, Kelly and Gia. This is Molly from Westchester, Pennsylvania.
Oh, hey, Molly.
Go Birds.
Go Birds!
But love you guys so much. I've been listening avidly for months and months and months. And you guys are one of the best parts of my week. Also, Chicks in the Office. Shout out to them.
Woo.
Shout out.
I wanted to call in because I was listening to your episode from last week, and I heard you guys say that you thought You Were in Love would be the perfect first dance song for Taylor and Travis. And I loved that choice because that is actually going to be my first dance song with my fiance in about a year. We're getting married next May, and we've had that song picked out for years at this point. It's one of my favorites, and I think it's just such a stunning song for dancing to. And it just "You're My Best Friend" part is my favorite part. I think that's just beautiful, and I'm so excited to dance to it. And I love that you guys thought it would be a great song as well. So thanks, guys. Love you. Can't wait to continue listening.
Thanks, Queen.
Yay. Thanks, Queen. Love you so much, Molly. How exciting. And please send us a video of the first dance.
Yes, please send us a video. Oh my God. I will die for that.
That's beautiful.
I feel like
that's beautiful.
If I ever get married, like, my wedding's going to be pretty Taylor Swift
Yeah, like
themed.
How much Taylor Swift? I've been thinking ever since Rhea's wedding, I've really been thinking a lot about weddings in general.
Yeah, me too.
And like, my own, I have said a million times, I don't really want to get married. But the idea of having like a frills party all by myself that I get to pick and plan everything. Yeah. That's why I keep saying I'm going to do like last year I wanted to do a 10-year anniversary in New York party and dress up like the Statue of Liberty. All my friends got pregnant. So it kind of, put a damper on things. All these fucking kids come through. But no. So I decided to just wait and do it once everybody can, really go after it.
Put the kids away. Come out and play.
Give the kids to a sitter, or just at least so they're all done breastfeeding. That's what I'm waiting for. You know what I mean? Mostly so they can just drink all they want. Right. Because we gotta tear the house down.
Can you not drink when you're breastfeeding?
No, because you can, but it depends on how often you're breastfeeding. Like if you drink, you have to still pump and dump.
Right. Okay.
And so because the alcohol can get into your breast milk. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. A lot of my friends start off breastfeeding and then you go half and half formula, half breastfeeding. So they'll like make some like breast milk bottles, put it away. And this is a lesson on babies from Kelly. Put some in bottles, put it away, and you can like heat it up for when they need it. And then they'll also have like formula bottles on the go.
Right.
If they're not like they don't have breast milk. It's a whole thing.
The more you know.
The breastfeeding community, there's no wrong way. There's no right way.
Yeah.
Everyone's
a mother in a different way.
Everyone is different, especially with that. But it is a scientific fact that alcohol gets in your breast milk.
Interesting.
So you don't want to stick a baby on a boob after you've had a couple martinis.
Oh,
that
shit.
would be child abuse.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
The more you know. Good to know.
More you know.
Well,
so yeah, waiting for that. Regardless, thinking about weddings, thinking about exciting stuff and romantic moments. And so I have this like, in my head, I have this like fake husband, like whoever, he's perfect. Obviously, he's like that hot guy that was just here. Yeah. And there was a really hot guy in the office that I won't even say his name, God forbid. But
he was tall.
I didn't know they made him like that. Like it was just like I was stunned. My jaw hit the floor. I was staring like an animal. Like it was crazy. Anyway, so my fake future husband kind of looks like that, and just thinking about, those intimate moments, walking down the aisle, what song would play.
I know. Like, I feel like I want to walk down to a Taylor song. Same. And I want to do first dance
where
to a Taylor
can
song.
I put the lakes?
And like even like first dance with my dad, Taylor song.
Taylor Swift, the best day.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many options for it. Like it could just be all Taylor Swift. And then I start thinking like, well, is my husband gonna like that? Even in my metaphor, I can't have everything I want. Like I'm being too like, well, what if he doesn't like it? I have to compromise,
Well, he can suck it up.
He can suck it up and just do Taylor Swift. But I think that as much or as little Taylor as you want in your wedding, it's your fucking wedding.
It's your wedding.
It's your wedding. As long as your partner in life is supportive and willing and also loves Taylor enough to have her as a mainstay at the wedding, do it.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like
she
said that they've known that it's going to be their song for like years. So like that sounds like a very
fiance's
cute,
a Swiftie.
Yeah, that sounds like an awesome relationship.
Yeah. Congratulations on having a loving and sweet relationship. Someone who supports your love.
I don't know how long your wedding is away. She said like in a year or so, I think she said. But please send us all the content.
Send it.
We would love to see. Okay. This is homework for us for next week.
Ooh.
Can you rate the album opening songs?
Ooh,
My favorite is Welcome to New York as an opener for 1989. Thank you.
Did you write that in under an alias? Because that's your favorite opening song is Welcome to New York.
Yes,
you love that song.
I love
that's your
that
number one
song. I'm actually going to get it tattooed on my back.
I knew that you would.
Welcome to New York.
It's been waiting for you down your spine.
And then
it's
the city
as your
skyline.
As the tramp stamp.
Yeah, exactly.
Up top, it's Welcome to New York with like Brooklyn Bridge in the background. It's been waiting for you, and then the skyline below.
Exactly.
Perfect.
I'm
All
going
in
to go get
ink
that tonight.
too. Yeah, black ink.
But yes, we can do that
what was
next
the
week.
Sorry, I got lost in your fake tattoo. Oh yes, ranking the
album opening songs. So like all the
songs.
track ones.
Yes, we will do that.
We will do that next week.
And I know
for
we
sure.
also keep promising. I knew we were missing homework this week.
Oh,
going through the playlists, the denial
Oh,
acceptance
yes,
playlist.
yeah.
We'll
do
save that
that.
as well. We'll
Yeah.
save that as well. It's still on our brains. I just keep forgetting about it.
okay. Hey girls, love the pod and how it feels like I'm sitting down with my Swiftie besties to chat and debrief the
Yay.
Taylor Swift cinematic universe every week.
Woo.
Gia, after you brought up Folklore Long Pond on Chicks in the Office this week, I listened to those versions for the first time in quite a while. It reminded me that there are some Long Pond session versions that I absolutely love and was wondering if you guys had any songs you would prefer the Long Pond version to the original recorded version. For me, this is me trying Long Pond did something to my brain chemistry, and it's the one I put on all my playlists. Would love to hear if there are any for you or just would love to hear if there are any for you or just hear your thoughts in your relationship with the two versions in general.
Thoughts on your relationship, probably.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'll tell you something right now. Until this, I've never thought to listen to Long Pond Studio songs like on Spotify. Like I just listen to, like when I'm watching Long Pond Studio sessions, I'm watching it as like a viewer experience.
Yeah.
Like it's on my TV. Obviously, the way that the songs are sung, it's all happening in real time, which is part of the magic of it. And I feel like that to me needs to be watched. Like I want to watch her sing it, and I want to watch Jack being weird and Aaron going off. And then I love the discussion about each song. Like I'm very into all that. So in my head, I can't think of one that would like stick out to me in that way. Maybe I'll have to rewatch with that lens and think.
Well, maybe you should re-listen. Like just listen
and
yeah,
see.
Yeah.
Okay. I do know off the top of my head the way she sings the lakes is really good. Like, I do like that, but I love that song no matter what. And that was such a fun surprise. Like you don't think you're going to hear the lakes because it was an extra song. But it's really beautiful.
I think the one that always stands out to me is Hoax. That's probably the one that I always go to, Long Pond session version.
Cool.
And when I was watching it last week, I like sometimes we'll just throw it on randomly.
Yeah.
Mirrorball just really stood out to me. But I'm kind of the same thing. Like when I'm listening, like I just gravitate towards exactly. Like I don't specifically look for the Long Pond sessions. However, I do have like Long Pond session songs on my like big Taylor playlist.
Yeah.
So like when they pop up every once in a while, I'm like, oh man, sounds.
Wow. I've got to go back and listen.
It almost
to
gives
it like that.
like
I really
an even
haven't.
more. I mean, but
well,
like
it's live.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, it
gives it like a little bit more rawness. Obviously.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same way that people want to go back and listen to the live surprise songs.
Yeah.
It's like I will say this. I prefer live Night 2 in Paris, My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys, to My Boy Only Breaks from just listening to it on
Yeah.
It's a totally, and then maybe that's because I feel, we were there or whatever.
Like the
blah,
How
blah,
Did It
blah.
End live
Outrageous.
version is so good.
Outrageous, right? Some of them just, even the I Hate It Here Lakes mashup, like the way she sings both of those, like obviously all of our fave songs that we hear live sound different and sound exciting, but I'll have to listen back to Long Pond and see if any of them stick out to me as like, oh, I like this more than listening to just Folklore.
Yeah. Okay, so that's your homework.
So that's my homework,
Perfect.
my personal homework. Okay.
Hi, Kelly and Gia. Love your podcast, and I've been an OG listener. I had a
Yay.
personal question for both of you that is not focused on Taylor.
Oh, shit.
Do either of you feel that you relate to / connect with your zodiac signs? I know that not everyone is into astrology, but I think it's super interesting hearing about people's personality traits and seeing if that is aligned with what sign they are. I also know some people don't relate to their zodiac sign at all. I know with Gia being a Pisces and Kelly being a Sagittarius, you guys are opposites, fire and water. So no wonder you balance each other's energies out so well. Out of curiosity, would love to hear your thoughts on your own signs and the others. or perhaps assigning a Taylor song to each zodiac sign.
Whoa.
Love you, ladies. Keep killing it every Tuesday and Thursday. P.S. Kelly, I'm not going to lie. I definitely thought you might have been a Taurus since you are such a big earth girly with your love for flowers.
Well, wait until you hear what my chart is, girl.
Oh, wait till you hear this queen's big 3.
Wait until you hear my big 3.
Yeah.
First of all, absolutely love this question. Any opportunity that I can talk about zodiac signs, I will.
Same.
I am a zodiac girly. I fully subscribe to all of it. I think that it's just fun.
It gives you like a sense of identity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But not even that. I don't think it helps me. Yeah, I guess you're right. It helps you maybe just identify yourself. Like it helps me be like, oh, that makes sense to my personality.
Yeah,
or
for
like,
sure.
I'll read something about Sagittarius and it's like flighty, fun, blunt. Like that I'm like, damn, that really is me. And so I believe it. But then when I see other people, like I read Pisces and I know that you are it. So I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense to her.
Yeah.
If I'm walking around and I'm talking to somebody, if I don't know them very well, I don't know if I could like guess what they are.
No,
if they're like, outgoing and loud or whatever, I'll be like Leo, because they
Yeah.
always are.
Yeah.
And but I do think that it's really fun to just, why
also,
not get involved with the stars?
And it's also like a fun thing to like connect with people with. Like, oh, you're a Pisces too? Like, oh my God, we're sisters, whatever.
It's
like, it's cute, it's fun.
And it's not hurting anybody.
Yeah, exactly. Like I
cares?
think
it's fun.
I think women and girls particularly love zodiac stuff, so that's why like men hate on it so much.
Definitely.
Because it's like a fun thing for girls.
Men hate it because they think that that girls, well, I'll say certain men hate it because they think that girls put so much stock into it. So like if they find out like, oh, I'm dating a guy and I find out he's a Gemini, it's like, oh, I hate you now because you're a Gemini.
Yeah.
And it's like you bring in these preconceived notions
Yeah,
about a zodiac sign, and if they don't believe in it, it's like, all right, well, you don't know me at all.
You don't know me, yeah.
Which I do think,
I get that.
Yes, I get that frustration, and I don't think that you should be so into the zodiac that you write people off
No.
because of their signs or whatever. But it is, I think, a very useful tool into figuring out how to navigate a relationship with someone.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, my mom is a Cancer, and she's very sensitive.
Yeah.
And I've always known that about her, but she's also very loving and just cares a lot. And so I, as a blunt person who kind of, I don't care as deeply about certain things as she does. I'm certainly not as sensitive as she is, but I know that, like, in my delivery, if we're talking about something, I need to soften up a little bit when talking to my mom, you know what I mean? Just because of, and that, learning that about her kind of helped me with that. And I think that helps, with friendships, boyfriends, like you can use that as a way to like navigate conversations with people if you yourself have a hard time, if you're an abrasive person, which I am. So I think that helps,
No,
Whatever.
for sure.
But okay, let's talk about do you want to say your big 3 or want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. So if people follow me on TikTok, they already know this. I, for a long time, put PM.
The wrong birth date, right?
Yes.
Or time, sorry.
I had the wrong time. I had PM instead of AM. And it completely, I was operating under the guise that I was a Sagittarius sun, which is obviously still true. That's just based on when you were born.
Yeah.
Sagittarius sun. I thought I was a Gemini moon and a Virgo rising. And I was like, damn, the Virgo part makes sense. The Gemini, not so much. But I just thought like, wow, am I really like low-key two-faced? Like, what's the deal? Whatever. Turns out I was wrong all along.
Yes.
So my big 3 at the moment and forever, because we have everything corrected, I am a Sagittarius sun. I am a Taurus moon, which makes total fucking sense. And I'm an Aquarius rising. Also makes so much sense.
That does make
makes
sense.
way more sense because I love the nature, the earth, the sea. Like I'm very into all that. And I'm a fiery person as well. So I think that having all those elements in one is the most well-rounded version of myself that I could think of, and I can't believe I was operating under the guise of something else for so long.
Yeah, you definitely don't have like any Gemini.
No,
characteristics.
like I really was trying to like, and I found myself kind of not acting like it, but I found myself being like, whatever, bitch, you're a Gemini, like low key, like who cares? Like
I also feel like that's the reason why people don't like zodiac signs is because like sometimes, well, I do this all the time. Like I just use it as an excuse for like my poor behavior.
For sure, same. Of course. I'm like, I'm blunt, I'm rude.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm Sagittarius.
I cry all the time. I'm a Pisces. Like I can't help it. Okay.
It's like, no, I'm just chemically imbalanced.
Yeah,
like,
no,
that's
like
really
you
what it
just
is.
like don't know how to handle your emotions. So your first instinct is just to cry.
Exactly. So you buy a flight and disappear and don't tell anybody where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's Sag things like not me avoiding life.
Yeah, exactly.
Compulsive spending. It's just me being a Sag.
I'm a Pisces sun. Cancer moon, Taurus rising.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taurus girlies.
Yes, which I think describes me very well because I feel like I do put on like a Taurus front, like, you know, like stubborn,
Yes.
you know, like I know I'm right, whatever, or like, you know, I'm not gonna like.
You're.
I try to act tough.
Yes, but also, you know, some people could say that's just confident.
Yeah.
You know, or you operate with confidence.
Yeah, I try
whether
to.
you're right or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, you know, same.
And then, you know, I think my Pisces, my Cancer really shows in the underneath because I am very sensitive and I do really care about like what other people think. And if I'm ever mean, like I instantly regret it and like feel bad about it.
You also care about other people, period. Like you care a lot for others. And I think that is that shows through.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I've always identified with being a Pisces. Like, I mean, since I even knew what zodiac was, I think, you know, I'm pretty aloof sometimes, and I like to be creative, and I'm definitely super sensitive, and I love the ocean. You know, I got this tattoo for my Pisces on my birthday, and yeah, I just feel like I've always connected to it, and it definitely has given me like maybe like a little bit of not an answer, but like I'm like, oh, I always wonder why like I feel so at peace like when I'm swimming. And then I'm like, oh, it's because I'm a Pisces. It's because I'm a fish.
That's like me. I'm literally like rolling in the grass in the woods.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do I love this so much?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I'm so confused.
Yeah.
And it's like because I got that Taurus in me. But
giving a Taylor song to every zodiac sign that'll be homework too.
That'll be homework, and that's going to be very hard homework.
Yeah, that's hard homework.
She is a Sag, and you know, as a fellow Sag, I think that I view almost every song in that lens.
Maybe we should do like albums.
Yeah,
like what zodiac sign would be each album. You know what I mean?
That I think would be better.
Yeah, because
the songs will be difficult.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of Sag because she is one.
Yeah,
but and it's hard to. I feel like when you've already kind of like, I'm sure you've listened to songs being like, that's so like, you know what I mean? Like you relate it to something already to kind of shift your focus on zodiac signs is a little hard. So
like to me, the song, like not to bring up Hoax again, but Hoax is such a Pisces song to me.
True. In my head, it's like, it's
and like I
Sag,
hate it here.
It's like a rare moment of vulnerability from a Sagittarius. Like again, but that's
like I feel
me.
like you can you can like make it into whatever, and that's what I like about zodiac too. Like you can relate it in any way you want.
Absolutely.
But yeah, good question.
Part of her question too. Wait, she said, "What would we, or how is it in?"
Oh, let me see.
Dealing with other zodiac signs? Did she say? Like, or did I make that up? Did I just say that?
Would love to hear your thoughts on your own signs and the others.
And the other signs. So like people that we know who are like Scorpios or Virgos or whatever. I have a couple.
My sister's a Virgo. Very Virgo.
My best friend's a Virgo.
Yeah. Like she's very like.
Yep.
You know, I can handle it. You know, me and my brother always look to her.
Virgo. That's why I said my best friend. SP,
and and I feel like SP and Francesca are very similar.
Very similar. Yeah. Yes, very much. Julia is a Pisces. Who? Oh no, you didn't get to meet Julia. I
was gonna say I don't know if I know.
She was pregnant. You didn't get to meet her. Brittany is Cancer.
That makes sense.
Which makes sense.
She loves loves to read and stuff.
Mackenzie's Aquarius.
Okay. I feel like my brother's an Aquarius too.
She actually might be Pisces. I think her birthday is like
you know what?
The day before yours.
I think she low key is because I think we talked about that on the trip.
Yeah.
I think we were like, oh my god, we're both Pisces.
I think you guys, your birthdays are like 2 days apart.
And we kind of, I loved her when I met her. I feel like we kind of have similar vibes.
You were also very similar in age. Yeah.
But yeah, like I feel like Francesca is like.
Very Virgo. Rhea's a Leo. Very Leo.
Yes. Yeah. Rhea's such a Leo. Her hair is literally a lion's mane.
Yes.
But also, and like, I feel like, you know, Rhea has that like confidence of a Leo, and Francesca has that like, you know, hard, like working, like, you know, like she can focus in.
She gets shit done.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I think very much about Virgos. They always get shit done. The Leo, Aries, Sagittarius combo of like, kind of loving the stage, loving the spotlight. I would say out of the three, Leo loves it the most, or at least the more Leos I know are all kind of in that.
I would say Leos are more like performative, like that.
Yes, a ton of people here are Leos.
Whereas
like,
Aries, they're just more like outspoken. I feel
like which is like my brother. My brother's an Aries, and that's like how he is. But he'll take to the stage, but he's not like get me in front. You know what I mean? Whereas as Sagittarius, I'm kind of like that. I'm not. I love a stage. I love a presence.
Oh, you want to shine.
I might not be the first one up there, but I'm certainly up there.
Right.
You know. And I'm trying to think of who else. Capricorn. I have unintentionally dated almost exclusively Capricorns, and it's never been successful. But I have like 5 Capricorns.
I'm dating TJ is a Capricorn now.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Uh-oh.
But Capricorn to me is kind of like Virgo light. You know what I mean? Like Virgo gets shit done and it makes sense and they move through the world with confidence and whatever. Capricorn does the same thing. They get shit done, but they do it in a little more of a type A way that kind of pisses people off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Capricorns are really stubborn. But like I wouldn't describe TJ as stubborn at all.
He's early Capricorn, right?
He's January 9th.
Okay. Yeah. Nana was a Capricorn, but like literally December 23rd. So she was a little more.
She didn't have the full horns, right? Yeah.
She's a little saggy mix.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Good
Good talk, Zodiac.
Good talk.
All day.
I know, me too.
Love it.
Okay, this is funny. My name is Kenneth Edgar Futch III.
Ooh.
And I have an unpopular opinion.
Oh.
Let me preface
Let's hear
this
it, Kenneth.
by saying I love all Taylor Swift songs and I love all of her albums.
Okay.
I absolutely love the song A Perfectly Good Heart. That song does not deserve
Fearless?
any hate. That's debut.
Apologies.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking of Mr. Perfectly Fine.
That song does not deserve any hate because it's a great song and I will never understand why people hate it because I never understand why people hate it, especially when I've heard a lot of people say they hate the song because it's a bad song.
Oh.
But I've never heard anybody give specific reasons why they hate it. It's a great song. I am a perfectly good heart stan, and I will always be. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't care. Kenneth.
Speak your truth, Kenneth. Speak your truth.
Pop
Talk
off,
that shit.
Kenneth Edgar Futch.
Yeah.
Pop off the third.
Question, G. Are people talking shit about A Perfectly Good Heart?
I haven't seen this discourse, to be honest.
You know what? Maybe he was inspired to write that in after we both took it off our debut list. I think we both were like, yeah, we could do without that song.
Well, I picked The Outside. I think you did pick A Perfectly Good Heart.
A Perfectly Good Heart. And in to ease Kenneth's, feelings, I only picked that because I don't know it as well. I'm not saying it's a bad song. I just don't know it. There are others that I like more. That's how I did that.
To be quite frank with Kenneth, the song does repeat like the same 4 lines.
Yeah.
Like the entire song. Like I think there's only like 2 parts of the song where she has like different lyrics, and like the rest of the song is like, why would you break a perfectly good heart? Why would you blah blah blah? So like it's very repetitive.
Yeah. So if we're comparing, and it's not fair to compare debut to the rest of Taylor's discography, considering she was a child when it came out. I think that she has more emotionally dense songs now, lyrically dense, etc. And so maybe people are saying that. Maybe they're like, well, A Perfectly Good Heart, just a couple of lines, same thing. Right. Sounds kind of like all the other songs on debut, and it's perhaps nothing special. And Kenneth, we're happy for people like you that exist in this world who lift up a song like Perfectly Good Heart when others aren't.
Right. We need people like you.
We need the stands. We need the deep cut stands, and that's your deep cut.
Exactly.
That's your deep cut. And we're happy for you.
I'm very happy
Proud.
for you.
But I don't think, again, to ease your mind, I don't think that people are out here saying like burn Perfectly Good Heart at the stake. I think people just are apathetic towards that song.
Right.
I don't think they hate it actively.
Right. It's not a song that's gonna really turn people's heads too much. Nowadays, should I say.
Nowadays, yeah. Well, you never know. We could be eating crow once debut Taylor's version comes out. Maybe it becomes an instant classic. Who knows?
Okay, let's jump into rapid fire questions.
Woo!
This is a really good one.
Love.
Are you taking her piano or guitar songs away if you had to choose?
Holy shit. Probably guitar. Not a hard.
Holy shit. Guitar.
Guitar.
No,
I can't live without the piano.
Yeah, I think I would say guitar too because like more likely than not she's going to do songs like Timeless and stuff on the guitar. Perfectly Good Heart.
Yeah. Something.
No offense to Kenneth.
Perfectly Fine. Yeah.
Like she does more of her, I feel like, deeper cuts / more emotional songs on the piano, which I always gravitate towards with her music.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
Full agreement.
What is your favorite track 5?
Off the top of my head, damn.
I think My Tears Ricochet is my number 1, but then also How Did It End?
Yeah, if we're going anthology, How Did It End?
Yeah.
I love that song. I think it's unbelievable. I mean, So Long London makes a good argument. I'm trying to think of like earlier days. What's Dear John? Dear John's a track 5, right? I think.
Yes.
I might go Dear John then, because I'm thinking about Speak Now.
I feel like Dear John or is it Last Kiss? It has to be.
No, Last Kiss I think is further down.
It has to be Dear John.
I'm like picturing it in my brain, you know?
Yeah, it is Dear John.
It is. Okay, so I'm gonna let me do a little browse in my head. Oh wait a minute.
I feel like there's
what is Lover? Hold on, I have to. If Lover is Death by a Thousand Cuts, then maybe no. Lover is The Archer.
Here, Taylor Swift track
song.
5s. Cold as You, White Horse, Dear John, All Too Well 10-minute version. All you have to do is Stay, Delicate, The Archer, My Tears Ricochet, Tolerate It, You're on Your Own Kid, So Long London, How Did It End? Ooh, You're on Your Own Kid is definitely up there.
That's a good one. I think I'm gonna go Dear John though.
Okay.
Out of that list, yeah.
I like that pick.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go My Tears Ricochet.
Good one.
And then 1A would be How Did It End?
1A for me would be White Horse, I think.
Good one.
I love White Horse.
White Horse is so fucking
what a
good.
song.
Like
What
a fearless song for you.
I know. But that might be White Horse might be my favorite besides like it's fearless. Do do do.
Yeah.
Like obviously love that moment, but White Horse is just a beautiful song. Love.
Someone said the 54321 Taylor Nation Instagram post ... is it clowning time? Have you seen that?
No.
So like
When
it
did
was
this come out?
they did like 4 years of
I have seen
blah
this.
blah blah,
Yes, I
and then
did.
it was 3 years of blah blah blah,
Yep.
and then this last week was like 2 years since This Love, Taylor's version.
And they were like, I saw the one that was like, we're having a 2022 summer. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Taylor Nation was like, we're having a 2022 summer, like reminisce on. And it was like the release of Speak Now or the announcement of Speak Now or something like that. So people were clowning, being like, well, if we're having a 2022 summer, that's when Speak Now and I think 1989
Right.
came out?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, or
1989 was
announced
the end
anyway.
of. Yeah.
So yeah, if we're having
So
maybe we'll get dual
2022 summer I Turn Pretty.
Exactly. Rep, debut, announcements. Listen, that's what we're saying. We obviously want these albums to drop. We're just, at this point in time, looking for the announcements.
Right.
That's all we're looking for.
That's all we're looking
Girl,
for. We just want a
Taylor?
date. Taylor?
Just a date.
Treat?
I just want to be able to plan on my calendar.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
right.
I need to plan around this because I will need to take off several days to totally absorb and fully immerse myself into the Reputation. I will be coming in here with, eyeliner on the inside.
Oh, of course.
In my waterline.
Wearing all black.
Black.
Maybe we should bleach our hair.
Yeah, I'm ready. I already cut it. I'm
Yeah.
ready to slick it back. Like
I'm
her on Reputation cover. Like, we're ready.
We are ready. Someone said, any chance they broke up? ? Sad
No.
face. No.
Don't let anybody.
So
let you
many
believe
media
that.
rumors, and I just don't think so at all.
Not at all. Nope.
Let's see.
I also feel like if they broke up, like, we would know immediately. Like, I don't think that they would drag that out. I don't think they would wait for people to guess that they broke up. I think it would be Entertainment Tonight, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have broken up. Please respect their privacy at this time. Like, I really kind of think that. Like, that's how their relationship has been with the finite shit.
Yeah.
If something finite were to happen, we'll hear about it. Like, I don't think this is a
I think so
guesswork situation.
Yeah.
But I do not think they're broken up.
Also,
at all.
Travis has been looking too happy and chipper on.
Exactly.
New
Honestly, it'd be
Heights.
fucked up if they did
Yeah.
break up the way he's looking.
Yeah.
Tan
with that
and
tan.
happy. Yeah, how dare you? Who were you in,
Please.
what hussies were you in the
Yeah,
Bahamas with?
yeah.
Trav. Donna, what do you know?
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
Seemed like you guys had fun.
Yeah. Who's you guys?
Yeah.
List them. Hilarious.
This is cute. Tattoo idea for Kelly.
Oh.
A key for I Hate It Here with Wisteria, the lakes.
I am obsessed with
I
that.
like that idea.
Wow,
Like a cool,
great
like,
suggestion.
old key
Yeah,
with,
like a
like-
secret garden
Yeah,
key.
yeah.
Literally, maybe the Eras Tour stage, which is also the secret garden key.
Right.
Real ones now.
That's a really good
Wow, I
idea.
love that. Where should it go? Everybody tell me where I should put a tat. I'm kind of a
Maybe
I
like the back of your arm somewhere.
I like to put tats in places that I can't that I like maybe we'll see them a little bit, but
Yeah.
that I can also kind of hide.
Like I always forget I have this one
Yeah, that's true.
because it's like back there. and
I don't
then,
know
like,
if I'll
I'm
go
like,
back
oh.
of the arm.
Yeah. Maybe like on your
don't know.
back or like maybe on like your ankle or something.
I have one on my inside wrist here that Vibs did a couple years ago.
Yeah,
when he
so
had
maybe
a
on the
tattoo
other
gun.
side?
Maybe on the other side.
I like
yeah,
that.
I could do that, and it doesn't hurt. I already know what it
This
feels
is
like.
obviously it's super visible, but like my favorite spot for
yeah,
my
but you
tattoos.
also you're in. It's not like the first thing you see. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's true.
Unless you're like,
Yeah, it's on the
showing-
inside
same
of
with
the
my,
wrist.
Like people always forget I have this. Like I'll, and it looks like a prison tat. Like obviously,
yeah.
it's not. But people are always like, "What is that tat?" I'm like, you've known me for this long and you don't know about this.
And my coworker tattooed me.
Yeah, it was on video.
Okay. What is your least favorite collab with Taylor to date?
Karma featuring Ice Spice. No, I'm kidding. It's just the easiest answer.
Honestly,
probably.
Though, I think that's what I would say.
She's fine, but I don't know Ice Spice's.
And
rap.
I just feel like the rap, didn't
Karma's
fit
well.
well.
About to bounce.
It's like it was almost too slow. You know what I mean? I would honestly say that as well.
Get lazy. Like I know bits and pieces of it, but just compared to, nothing. Obviously, I love everything with Ed Sheeran. Love the Maren Morris.
Yeah, love the Maren Morris.
Coley,
love
Gary
Colby,
Lightbody,
Gary, Keith Urban, B.O.B.
Yeah, like she's got banger, and even Lana. That's still a cool collab, even if I don't love Snow on the Beach like the most, but it's still cool that Florence. Like it's a very stacked list to go up against, and going strictly by like if I'm a fan of them or not. Ice Spice, the only she has that right there. She in her mood. That's all I know.
Yeah.
That's the only song of Ice Spice I know besides Karma featuring Ice Spice. I just was never. I was not a fan, but I wasn't like an active fan.
Right. I wonder what she's up to.
I don't know. People were giving her shit because she was like working out and lost her ass, and everyone was like, what the fuck?
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
You got a big butt. Everybody says you got to be little. You got a little butt. Everyone says what happened to the big butt.
Get that fat ass back in here.
Yeah, it's like, no, you can never please everybody.
I know.
And maybe off the tail of that, who is your dream collab with Taylor?
Dream collab.
Like now I'm thinking Miley.
Honestly, yeah.
Like
I would love a collab with Miley.
Two Most Wanted on Beyonce's album. Like I could see Taylor and Miley doing a song, something like that, like a ballad, a love ballad, where they're just both like laying it all out there. And they did like sing a song together when they were super young. But this was kind of before like both of their voices had developed.
Yes.
I forget what award show they did it on. I want to say maybe like the VMAs or something. I
think you're right.
Or maybe it was the Grammys.
I'm having fuzzy memories because wasn't somebody else in that group? It was three people. I thought,
no,
right?
it was just Taylor and Miley. Let me look it up. Taylor and Miley Grammys. I think they performed. They performed 15 at the Grammys.
Oh, which
is very cute. So like I could totally see.
They're about the same age too. Miley I think is a year younger than me, almost exactly, because she's December. I think she's Sag as well. Miley, am I making that up?
I wouldn't be surprised. Miley,
for some reason I feel like
Cyrus,
she is. I'm in good company Sag wise. We've got
November 23rd.
Oh yeah, I think she's right on it. Like I think that's the day one of Sag, because Clemmer's is Sagittarius, and I think that's his birthday.
Oh,
does he share a birthday with Miley Cyrus?
That's funny.
Hold on, I'm looking that up right now.
But yeah, I feel like Miley.
No, he doesn't have his birthday on his Twitter.
Miley could kind of be. Oh my god, I totally forgot she dated Cody Simpson for like kind of a while too.
Yeah.
But I think Miley could be such a good one.
Miley would be great.
Sabrina
would be good, but I think it's expected. We obviously already have Gracie.
Yeah, one of my faves.
I'm
is
trying
Gracie.
to think of someone who could be like, who would be different. Like I'm trying to think of a man. Like what man could she? Ooh. Obviously all the girly girls. Like she would sound so good with all
Harry?
the girls, but would die for that.
Like I would actually.
If I'm being so real, it's Harry. Like,
I would cut
love
off
Taylor
my thumb for that.
Oh my god, it would be.
If they're like, if you cut
insane.
off your thumb, we'll release a Harry Styles Taylor Swift collab. I'd be like,
that would be nuts.
Yeah,
like absolutely.
It would
nuts.
break the world, break the internet. But like
also,
honestly,
maybe like a Taylor Gaga.
Oh yeah, Taylor Gaga would love. But I was thinking
if we find out one day that "How Bad Do You Want Me" is like a Taylor song. Like,
yeah,
I still kind of think that I'm a truther on that.
Piggybacking off of the One Direction, Niall
would love.
I feel like Niall and Taylor could write a really cute song together, because he kind of gives like Ed Sheeran vibes.
Absolutely.
With his music too.
Yes.
So I feel like
they'd be a great pair.
Yeah.
You know what I found out? I was singing the praises of Joe Jonas's new song. Apparently it's written by Louis Capaldi.
Oh,
of course,
your guy.
Oh, I love.
Yes,
like, of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, my guy is Louis Capaldi, but it's also Dean Lewis, who is who.
That's why I was getting confused.
He's
Sorry.
my plane guy.
Okay, That's I was getting
Looks
confused.
Like Me.
Yes, that's the plane song. Yes.
But no, Louis Capaldi is
yes,
him.
Of course, yeah. He's he sings all the sad songs.
Yes, and he has like
what's like I know his most favorite song. Like I would know it, but when you would
know it, but off the top of my head, I can't think of it right now.
It's like I love you. Oh.
No, it's
I was scared of getting used to being someone you
Yeah,
loved.
yeah.
And
That's
now
right,
the
yeah.
day flees.
I was getting kind of
Used to being someone you loved, and now the day bleeds into nightfall. 'Cause you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you threw the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved.
And that is
Banger.
dedicated to that caller that called in and said she hated our singing.
And that's that on that.
And that's that on that. But yeah, so that song, credit to Louis Capaldi for writing a banger for Joe Jonas, whether or not he wrote it for him or whatever.
Right.
I'm not sure, but I do know it's a Louis song. And so wait, Louis has like a, I don't know what it is. He has like tics, Tourette's, something where when he can't really perform live anymore because of it. Because he has like, he can't.
That's sad.
But so there are always videos, or at least the last videos of him performing. I think it was at that big festival, Glastonbury.
Yeah.
He was having like an episode or something, and then everybody was singing back at him because he couldn't sing. It was amazing. I have to see, because he speaks about it. Early life. Oh, personal life. Let's see. He is Scottish, Irish, and Italian. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he has a neurological
Thank you for finding
disorder.
it. Yes.
He does have Tourette's.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
okay. I just didn't want to be wrong or disrespectful. But yes, he has he has these tics or whatever, but he's so musically inclined. Like, he's extremely talented with sound, with lyrics, with writing. Like, he's fantastic. So love to hear and see him, helping out Joe Jonas, helping out some of the bigs.
For sure.
Love it. Thrilled.
Love it.
Wow, what an episode.
Good epi.
Thank you so much to everybody who called in and wrote in and answered our rapid fire questions or gave us rapid fire questions.
Yes.
We appreciate that always. Lovely week. Head into the weekend with your heads held high.
Yeah, I'm going to
feeling
Florida.
good. Ooh, Florida.
It's one hell of a drug.
I will be staying here and I can't fucking wait. This is
It's
my
going to be a
first-
good weekend.
My first time in a while that I'm making zero plans. I'm
Good.
doing nothing. And I am going to go outside. And I'm
Nice.
excited to just walk around. I might throw my phone in the Hudson. Who knows?
Oh.
And I'm really excited about that.
I love that for you.
And remember, Mother's Day is on Sunday. Don't forget.
Yes, don't forget about
Steven
your mother.
Singer. Don't forget about your mother. And we hope you guys have a lovely weekend. And we'll see you next week.
Love you guys.